call 727-223-9831. Lithium battery power. Longer life, more power.
Save time and money with the aluminum fence in the box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $27.35. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information. License number C10252 and C10803.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning Stone Pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time. And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready? Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
And I be catching them northern pike like on the 10-pound test. Smoke sass, never fast. Take a guess. I be the early morning Stone Pimp. Straight limping, wounds from drinking. At the party, big booty pinching. Chilling like a villain. Balloon filling, whack MC killing. The fine hoe drilling with the $1 million talent and the 10-cent brain.
Been gone too long, too much cocaine.
But now that I'm back on the block, I'm ready to rock left to right all night. My game's tight, I wish you might take a bite out of this here toxic, melodic, neurotic product, fresh from the harvest. Who'll be the largest, hardest, smartest label in town?
I just cut work. I seen it, seen me, see it. So in my head, I'm like, nah, I gotta go, man. I'm out.
Rochester police say officers became aware of a video on social media.
Dude, what's going on here?
To show a wild
Oh, man,
cat,
we really are
which
broke
some
over
people
here.
claim is a mountain lion. RPD said they received numerous calls
Oh, no.
of reported sightings.
We've got major
including
technical
one near North
difficulties.
Clinton Avenue and Robert Street just after
What's the matter?
midnight.
Nothing. The stack won't move up and down. Like, it's off right now, and it's still playing.
We're falling apart.
Yeah, we're falling apart. Let's shut it all down. Hit the buttons. Welcome to Senning Show. My name is John Senning, the man across from me who may or may not be dying inside right now. His name is Dizzy. Man, how'd it feel to be back to a normal two-show routine today, other than the fact that you're dying inside?
Yeah, it was good. For some reason I just woke up feeling tired and lethargic. I don't think it's anything. I may be wrong because I told you, like, it's freezing in here.
Yeah.
You gave me this look where you're like, you might be dying.
Here's the thing that I've gathered from you, and we're 7 months into our relationship really kicking into hyperdrive. I don't think you'll say anything unless it's a thing.
Yeah.
That's what I've gathered about you. So the fact that you mentioned it leads me to believe that you've got a mild level of concern about what may or may not be going on with you. Let's not even. I was not going to bring it up, but I like to talk about the things that are actually happening in the world. So I don't know if we need to do some sort of voodoo seance over your body or something like that. Whatever we can do because just the way you're talking about as well, it doesn't sound like a traditional illness.
Yeah.
Like your throat doesn't hurt. You're not congested.
No.
You're just achy. Man, that kind of sounds like the
And
Rona.
lethargic.
It sounds like the Rona. Sounds like the start of the Rona.
I can smell things.
Yeah, for now. Enjoy it while you still can.
Rona at the beach bash, super spreader.
Dude, yeah. I mean, The best bet, honestly, because I don't know, you and I have been around each other enough probably that if you have it, there's a good chance I'm going to get it. So if you just find yourself getting deathly ill in the next couple days, I would say you just keep it a secret. Just the best that you can. And that's never my frame of mind, but we are so... It really is. I was just talking to our boss and to Joj and everybody in the hallway about how we're in such a weird period of time where it's like everything is building towards the beach bash. We're in this weird purgatory of life right now where the only thing anybody is thinking about is this weekend, the beach bash that kicks off on Friday at 11 a.m. with JP, who will be in town broadcasting live. All the shows will be live, into the pig roast, Matt and Zach, late night bonfire parties. Partying all day Saturday, pool parties, pitbull toddler, just all of it is just, I think, weighing on everybody so much, not in a bad way, in a good way, that we're just in this, let's get through the next couple days so we can beach bash it. And if you don't make it before that, that's really going to put a damper on the whole thing.
Well, I text Nicole and I go, look, if I'm not feeling good in the next hour, you going to come get me at 3 instead of waiting till 4? So I'm waiting for her to see what she says.
And I'm being completely honest with you, and I know you're like the guy who just will be here no matter what. I would say at any point, go get better now and then be better, be good by Friday. Like if there's a way to rest up and be good by Friday, be more worried about that than the next 2 days, because we're just trying to get through the next 2 days no matter what.
We're on cruise control into the beach bash.
Yeah, I would say so. A little bit of part-timer situation going on. Look at this guy, Cory Cardinal.
Oh my God, the new JoJo.
Look at this guy, Cory Cardinal. What a sweet guy. Go hop on a mic, Cory Cardinal. Dude, such a sweet. Well, you don't have to. I know you're busy, so if you, I said,
he went.
I said, hop on the mic. He goes,
No. What's up, guys?
What the hell's going on, buddy?
This is my redemption for the last time I offered blackjack, and we didn't actually have any, so I'd like to apologize.
Just taunting us.
Wafting through the studios is what I think he said.
I did get you corner pieces, though.
Dude, you're sweet, and the sad part is Dizzy won't be able to smell or taste it because he has the coronavirus.
Yeah, I got the wrong.
Yeah, so he got the. What is going on out there? I've had multiple people, and now I don't have FOMO until it's too late. I had many people reach out to me and go, hey, this band is doing a green room. They're right up your alley. You need to check them out. And then I even saw some people that are here to see them are sporting the Sugar Shack gear. So I know that they're at least within the realm. What's the band that's here right now?
Ocean Alley.
Ocean Alley. And are they, I imagine they're doing a show tonight?
I would imagine so, yeah.
We haven't heard them?
No, I have not. But I heard them doing their sound check, and whoever reached out to you is right. They're definitely right up your alley. It's like that type of vibe.
I know. Ethan came up to me and was like, hey, dude, you need to make sure that you're in there. And I was like, what time does it start? And he was like, 1. And I was like, oh.
Right during my show.
I have a radio show to do during that period of time. Dude, let's do a little check-in on your body. Did you have a workout session this morning with Danielle?
Oh,
Not today. No, I did. This week I did Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Monday. So you're doing that early-ass morning on a Monday morning.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to figure out, because I might be staying at Sky Beach tomorrow night in the promo room. So I'm trying to figure out if I can squeeze a 6:30 workout Friday morning too. If not, I'm going running Saturday, no matter what.
Dude, how is the how are the pre-planning sessions going? And I know you guys have already been out there. Everything going smooth? Do we have our first snafu? Any drama? Any infighting?
No snafu, no drama, none of that stuff. I did find out that there is a bunk, so you might want to call top bunk when it comes to you and Pap.
Oh yeah, that is good. What would be the best thing for you and Nicole to be on a bunk, or for you and Pap? How's that work if there's 2 bunk beds?
Me and
ladies
Pap.
on one.
Yeah, ladies on one, dudes on the other, tip to tip.
I mentioned it yesterday that Cory was out there doing recon work for us, checking out the hose situation. Not the hose.
The hose.
Some hoses out there.
You know there will be some hose. But he also verified that there is hose. There is hose for our rip, sip, and slip and slide that we're trying to put together. We might, if we want it to be hooked up to the hose, we may not be able to have it be on the beach, but it does look like there's some long-ass hose that we can do something.
It's just going to be in the parking lot?
Yeah. Oh, dude, could you imagine a slip? Dude, that's almost like a radio bit in itself. The parking lot slip and slide.
It is.
And we just have a big strong man throw people down the slip and slide.
We'll get the, what's his face, Matt Storm.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
Him and Beckles.
Dude, well, it's good, man. And thank you. I know that you guys are going to be working so damn hard.
Yeah.
This will be insane.
We have, I think, 3 events before Bone Beach Bash.
Other station events and stuff?
We have Yacht Rock Summer tomorrow for Dove. We have this green room going on right now for 97X. we're also prepping, I guess not before Beach Bash, but after Beach Bash. We have like 3 or 4 events that following weekend too. Yeah,
it doesn't stop. It really doesn't stop.
No, not until next Monday. Not this coming Monday, but next Monday we can take a breather. And then once football season starts, we're done until January.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. I don't know if this is a personal question, but I don't want to get you in any trouble. How do you feel about the current promo staff? And I don't have any negative feelings towards them at all. I just think it's interesting to look at the promo teams that have been built compared to like what it was like back in our day to what it is today. Do you feel like the promo team is an elite level promo team these days?
No. No.
It's such a weird phenomenon because, and I don't know if this is a sign of radio, and I think we've had this conversation a million times, but like back in the day when I was coming up in promo, you were surrounded by people that loved radio that in some form or fashion wanted to be a part of it. And I'm not saying that's not the case now because I think those people do exist, but it's kind of not the case now where it's people who are just like, this is a really cool part-time job to have. And it is probably the best you could ever have. There's just a dynamic when you think back to the Radio Bryans, the A-Rods, the Arvizus, the Jakes, the Dennises, all this, like everybody that was around the Bone, they were Bone fans and they wanted to be a part of the Bone. And those young kids like that just they're not here. They don't exist.
So I will say to that was back when each station had their own team.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Bone had just Bone members. Yeah. 97X. So people were passionate about 97X, next big thing. Yeah. They were hired specifically for 97X. Now we just have one team. And there are a few who are passionate about Bone. Yeah. But for the most part, everybody's excited about 97X and next big thing. I have
noticed that there's really the 97X vibe seem to kind of be the vibe that powers the promo team, which is great. And I mean, I think that the brand of 97X is still alive, even if it's not on the radio station that it once was. But it's just an interesting sign of the times because I remember there would be like everybody was trying to break through. Yeah, like everybody was up everybody's ass to get on the air, to do something for them or something. And I can't tell you the last time that a promo kid was like, hey, I'd love to help you out. I'd love to, not that I'm looking for it, just those people that are trying to, crack that nut.
And we do have a few, like, and I think I mentioned it to you. Maybe I didn't. I know I brought you up when I talked to them.
Yeah.
They have their own podcast. And I know, like, all the iterations of the promo team are like, we should do a podcast. We should do this. And nobody really did anything. I go, the only one who did it was John Senning when he did the Crowded Table. So aside from that, like, so there are a few that are trying and they're
the Pineapple Cast, right?
Yeah, and
Alex.
we had them. Yeah. We had Alex in here doing phones for us for a little bit. So
his name's Alex?
Yeah, his name's Alex.
I called him Mike.
No, you.
I promise you. I said, "What up, Mike?" And then fist buzzed him. He's like, "What up?" What a nice guy. He's just like, "Yeah, Mike today."
That's so funny.
He's like, "I'm just glad to be here."
Yeah,
basically.
But and the thing that's crazy about that is now I know that it's all promo people and they talk a lot about what's going on at the stations and stuff. But I knew of that podcast long ago because when in its first iteration, it was like a reggae scene podcast where they just focused on reggae shows and new music. So it was on my radar. I listened. I know the guys, and now it's kind of become something else. So that is, I don't say it enough. I don't know for a fact that things would have went the way that they went for me if it wasn't for the Crowded Table. For me, getting the comfortability of ultimately getting on the air, of all of those episodes we did of just kind of trying to hone it. I mean, Diz is obviously doing the same thing with the Lazy Ass podcast. And I really do believe, Diz, and I'm not just saying, I think that could be on the Bone.
I think so?
I think if you got up John Brennan's bootay a little bit and planted the seed, whether it's just an edited replay on the weekends or you guys came in here and did a standalone, I think 100% that is something that people would want to hear on the weekend.
To that, I will say it'll probably have to be like what you guys did, Saturday night from like 7 or 9, something like that. So I know you're huge against not wanting to give up your Saturdays, but for something like that, for right at the beginning, that might be a good thing. Hey, Saturday night, we're going to come in and just try it out for,
I'll do it if it's
weeks.
12 to 2.
There you go.
12 to 2 on Saturdays.
You'll get the best phone calls then. Overnights gets the best, like, drunk, crazy phone calls.
No, wait. You meant in the middle of the day on Saturday, right?
Oh, taking over them guys.
He's trying to take over the keep it real.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I told myself I wanted to start calling it by what it's really. Is it Keep It Real? Let's get real.
Sad Weirdos.
Yeah, it's not Weirdos.
Let's get real.
No, it's not it.
Get real.
What is this, a fishing show?
No, oh, dude.
That's great.
Has anybody said that yet?
I mean, I just did.
Yeah, because that's also, they missed the boat, the fishing show. They missed the boat by not calling it Sad Weirdos, and the fishing show missed the boat by not calling it Let's Get Real.
Right.
EEEEL. Well, I know you're busy hosting a green room and all of that. So who's actually the host now? That the very talented, very accomplished St. Pete Sam is not here anymore.
Yeah, it's Ethan now.
It is? Yeah. Yep. Well, good. I'm glad.
Dude, if it's 12 to 2.
There you go.
12 to 2. Oh, that's
YouTube.
That was the YouTube. Yeah. I was gonna play some Ocean Alley as your walkout music. Walk out. Okay.
Right.
I'm already in a vibe. These guys are performing in our building right now.
It's no Matt and Zach, but I like it.
Are they from Australia, mate? Is that what I've heard?
One of the I think the tour manager I was talking to, he's definitely Australian.
And by the way, they are at Janice tonight.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is kind of a vibe,
right?
Oh, they look I'm seeing the lead singer, very cool looking dude. Dude, Diz, even you would say this guy looks cool.
The black guy with the dreads?
Pretty cool, right?
Right.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Looks like Mo.
Looks like
Young Mo.
Young Mo.
Young Mo.
Okay. Oh, I like this a lot. All right, we're going to put on a best of. We're going to go watch Ocean Alley for a little bit.
Definitely makes me want to take some stuff.
Yeah, it has got a very psychedelic feel to it.
Yeah.
I don't want you to feel like you can totally stay or you can totally go, Corey. I don't want you to feel pressured.
I do got to bounce.
You got to go.
So, yeah.
I love you. You're the best.
All right,
pizza. Have a good one. We were talking off the air yesterday about the programming aspect of Friday.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say I've been battling with how to approach it because there's going to be a bunch of people there. So I feel this pressure / need to do things for the live crowd. There's also the part where John Brennan has said to us, well, it could get busy, so you might get pulled away from your own show.
What?
So we're going to have people on standby to fill in for you if we need to pull you away, which I don't know what those situations could be, and maybe it was just something he said. But we've got Matt and Zach are coming by at 1. We'll talk about the performance and just chop it up with them. They're a lot of fun. And then we've got the scenario that we've got planned out for Just Call Mo, where we will be presenting him with potential crimes that could happen during the beach bash. Is that a cough?
No.
Oh, I thought you turned around and coughed.
No.
And then Danielle joins us at 2 like she does every Friday, and I want to try and find something fun to do with Danielle, but also within her wheelhouse. So I threw out the idea to you yesterday off air about and I don't know if there's going to be people that will be willing, but about a bikini contest.
Yeah.
Judged by
use the hose on the hose.
Judged by us and Danielle, which I don't know if Danielle would be up for it. I also don't know if she would answer the phone if I called her right now. Drew did text me and said, get Dizzy out of there before 3 o'clock. So I should have not outed your potential looming illness just based on that fact to not freak everybody else out. But let's call Danielle and see if she picks up the phone real quick. She could be in the middle of a gym session or God knows what. Because my real idea was a wet T-shirt contest. But I also, again, I don't know, the check-in's not till a little bit later. So I would imagine a lot of people are going to come out early. But I don't want to plan something around people that might not be out there yet.
It was like 3 people.
Yeah, just like three cougs out there. She's not going to answer. I bet she's busy. Danielle? I'm going to text her and tell her we're calling her. What else could she have going on but talk to us? I'm calling
Your call has been forwarded.
Maybe she'll call us up. Maybe she'll call us back. So we'll lock that in. If you are a lady who will be out at the beach bash early in the day and you would be willing to participate in a wet T-shirt contest and or bikini contest, maybe just give us a call and let us know that you'll be there so we can have a small sample size. Because I think what will we need? 3 or 4 women, maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be enough to do it. We'd love more, but that would be
5 would be ideal, but 3 or 4 we could make work.
Would probably work. Let's see what these people want who've been holding for quite some time. And then I don't know if you've been following this at all, but a character who went extremely viral a couple years ago has a baby. and I don't know any pretty way to say this other than this baby is the ugliest baby I've ever seen on planet Earth. And people are trashing his baby. So now all of his videos are just him with his baby defending his ugly baby. And I want to get into that story in just a second. But first, let's check in on these people that have been holding for a minute. Senning Show, you're live on the air. What's up?
Hey, John, this is Tracy from last week. You got me tickets to see The Offspring.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I wanted to thank you for that because in my life now, I take care of elderly people in their homes. And I took care of a gentleman for 2.5 years that had Alzheimer's that was progressive. And I became very close to his wife while I was taking care of him.
Okay.
We lost him in February of this year, and since then, this lady has been sick with that 6-week horrible virus that went around. She was in a car accident.
Oh, my gosh.
And she's just had a mess of a time. Now, she's 76 years old. I took her to the concert.
Oh, wow.
And she had the absolute blast. She had a better time than I did. She told me when we left, she said, "Thank you for bringing me back to my childhood. What is the next show we're going to see?"
Oh my gosh, that is amazing to hear, and we'd always don't get an update after tickets go out into the universe, and it means a lot that you would give us that update, and I'm glad that it ended up being a special night for you and ultimately for her as well. So if you hear that we're giving something else away, just maybe send me a DM or an email, and if we can keep the good times rolling for her, I'd love to help.
She really, really enjoyed it, and y'all hooked us up with some of the best seats ever.
I picked those, handpicked those for you.
Senning seating.
Yeah, that is the Senning seating. The same way that I got, who did I get?
JP.
The same way that I got JP into the snake pit at Metallica, I gave you the Senning seating, Tracy. So I'm glad you appreciated that and recognized it.
Well, thank you again so much, and y'all keep doing what you do because you guys are the greatest.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Well, look at that. We're making memories of a lifetime around here.
Yeah, nice glazing to start the day.
Exactly. Who doesn't need a little glaze to start their days? Senning Show, you're on the air. Who's this?
Hey, John. My name's Mark. How are you, sir?
Mark, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of yours. I called the show when you and Drew were together, but it's the first time for you and Dizzy. A couple questions with a Bone Beach Bath.
Lay them on me. I love question and answers. We are your FAQ right here.
Let's say, hypothetically, I'm going to be bringing some things that grow from the earth, and I wanted to share with you and Dizzy.
Okay.
Is there going to be an opportunity to do that?
I mean, I don't want to promise you anything, only because I have no idea how many people are going to be there. I mean, if there ends up being 1,500 plus people, it will undeniably just factually be tough to spend personal time with every single person, but I know that it will be my goal to spend as much time with as many people as possible. So if you bring it and we happen to be in the right situation at the right time, I'm saying it's very possible. I just don't want to, on this phone line right now, promise you anything that I can't guarantee, No,
I got you. I'll be Snoop Dogging you on Saturday, you and Dizzy, and I'll be looking for you guys.
All right.
Hopefully we can get together. I'd love to make the first meeting with you a memorable one.
All right. Well, I'm up for it, and we may have to not include Dizzy because we may not want to share things mouth to mouth with him based on his condition. But I appreciate it, and I can't wait to see you, buddy.
Yeah, me too. And just one more quick question. I'll let you run. What about parking? Is there any idea on what the parking's going to be like down there? Is there enough parking? Like, say, 3,000 people show up? I'm just throwing that out there.
If 3,000 people show up, then I don't know. That would be a question that I don't have the answer to. But I do know anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000, everything should be covered. But we are still urging people to Uber, if at all possible. Then you don't have to worry about the parking, and hopefully enough people Uber that if you are driving, you won't have to worry about parking. How about that?
Right. All right. Well, thank you, sir. And I look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday.
Thank you.
Right,
I appreciate it, buddy. How you doing? I feel like you're slipping away on me moment by moment over there.
I don't know how to feel right now. Like, I'm good, but I'm not.
No, you're not good.
Like, damn, this is dumb.
And you ever be around somebody, like I thought I was doing okay, and now all of a sudden, now that you're saying you're not okay, I'm questioning whether or not I'm okay.
I get that.
I don't know if that's just me feeling some vibe somewhere, or
all of a sudden you think you feel a tickle in your throat and stuff like that.
Kind of. I even feel like I've got a little. I feel a little bit better now, I think. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Hello.
Hi.
What is happening?
With who? Oh,
You.
This is Danielle.
It's Danielle.
Oh, how are you? No, I'm good. I'm good. We're worried about our boy Diz right now, but everything's
What is
great.
happening?
No, everything's
Nothing,
fine. Everything. I
We're
wish
good.
I wouldn't have mentioned it. I wish Diz would have said to me right before we went on the air, "Don't mention it," because I'm doing nothing but putting bad
Mentioning it.
juju out into the air. We were running through ideas for the Beach Bash on Friday that involve you, and we wanted to test your comfortability level for potential ideas that we have. Again, this is the
I
lovely
appreciate the kindness of you reaching out to me for this.
Yes. We'll start with the raunchier of the options. Where do you stand on potentially judging a wet T-shirt contest?
Oh, I don't want to. I don't think that's a good look for me. I don't personally have a problem doing it, but I think as I don't think that's a good. I don't think that's
fine. We had come to that, and I will say
I would attend it. I just don't feel like I should be.
No, I know. I feel you, and that's fine. And I will say kudos to Diz because he said that yesterday. He goes, "Yeah, I don't think she's going to be down with that." What about?
I'll do it, but it's only please understand, it's literally because
no, you don't have to.
I feel like I have to make a smart choice as owning a business.
You don't have to explain yourself. Okay. You do not have to explain yourself at all. What about a bikini contest?
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
That seems doable, right?
Yeah, with water thrown on them.
Yeah, with getting them and that would be awesome if you had a hose and you're like spraying them down in the bikini. Is that are we crossing the line now?
No, I think it's fine.
Okay, good. All right, well, we're going to roughly plan on that. It may have to be a real time. We do have great prizes as well. I know we've got currently, I don't know if it's okay if I connect them to this, but I'm going to do it anyways. We have tickets to Universal.
Yeah.
Two park passes of a couple different pairs. And we also have tickets to that St. Pete Country Fest that's coming, which is a hot ticket as well. So people would have their choice of good prizes if these ladies did decide to participate in the in the bikini contest.
Morgan Wallen's headlining, right?
Yeah. No, he's not actually. I wish he was, but it's more of kind of a, like a rustic, rugged country show, not necessarily all the big names that you hear on the radio. Danielle, what do you do if a friend of yours has an ugly baby? Like, is it just an understood thing that ugly babies happen, or like, do you just have to live with that? What do you do with an ugly baby?
Well, you definitely wouldn't say anything to them, and you would probably assume that they probably have some level of understanding that maybe their baby isn't the cutest, and they may not fully accept that it's an ugly baby, but they're probably aware that it's not the cutest baby. So I don't think any help that could be done by you saying anything about it. I just think you show up as a good friend and maybe get the baby an outfit or a passy or something.
And it does seem like, I don't know.
Do you have a friend with an ugly baby?
No, not. Well, I mean, I have. But again, like you, I never tell them that. We just talk about it secretly behind their back. But when it comes to ugly babies, I feel like 80% of them, and this is not an official number that has been documented, but they seem to grow out of it. Ugly babies seem to become less ugly. But
listen,
I'm about to talk about a baby that will be ugly for life, I think.
Oh, that's unfortunate that you can predict this so far ahead of time.
Well, you haven't seen the photos. This baby is very. Do you remember? Here, are you busy right now? I mean, I don't want to keep you.
Me? No, I'm just driving.
Okay, so remember these guys?
Cause I'm an island boy and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm just island boy. I'm just island boy.
So one of the island boys, his name is Fly Soldier. Have you seen any of this yet, Diz?
I looked it up after.
Dude, he has a baby, which I'm half hesitant to even talk about this because I don't know a right way to say I think there may be something wrong with this baby.
I know what you
there's something. This baby is just very bizarre looking. So people are making fun of the baby online. So he now is posting.
That is so sad.
It is. But I mean, he also, he's not the most lovable character. You know what I mean? I think if a beloved figure in anything had an ugly baby, people would probably be kinder. But because people already kind of hate the Island Boys, I think he's in a worse position for people to call out his ugly baby. In my opinion.
The ugly baby should get a clean slate. That's all. The ugly baby is its own thing.
Well,
it doesn't have to be attached to the dad. Let the ugly baby do its thing, and then give it a chance to maybe grow out of it before you make fun of it.
Yeah, maybe that would be the right thing.
Make fun of it.
That would be the right thing to do. But thank you for picking up the phone. I'm going to play some audio of the Island Boy getting mad at people for calling his baby ugly, and I plan on seeing you Friday. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
All right, bye.
It's the eyes for me.
It is. Well, it is the eyes, and it's. Let me bring up one of these videos.
Don't you be talking about my son like.
So the big thing is,
Don't you?
These people are leaving comments. And again, I do not think it's right to pick on a baby. I think the conversation to have here is ugly babies.
Yeah.
What do you do with them? Everybody, not everybody's had them, but a lot of people have had ugly babies. And again, when you're somebody who you kind of exist for the internet to hate, like the Island Boys, they had the one little song, and then they got weird with each other, and then they start like making out with each other.
Oh, I forgot about that. And then one did a celebrity boxing thing and lost.
Yeah, so they kind of exist for the internet to hate, and you would think that they know that. And part of me feels like he's now leaning into his ugly baby because he knows he's getting clicks and comments on it. But all of his videos now are just him defending his ugly baby.
Be talking about my son like that ever again. I am sick and tired of seeing comment sections saying that my son looks like E.T. My son looks beautiful. Look at his face. He looks just like his mommy. Just like his mommy.
She's no
Don't
model.
talk about my son like that ever again. I am so mad. And it flabbergasts me that
what a word.
people
Big word.
even have the decency to even comment negative things about my 5-month-old. That's no conditions, nothing wrong with him, perfectly healthy baby.
Well, see, that makes me feel like it's a little bit more okay to not make fun of him, but at least point out the fact that he might be just ugly. I mean, if he says he's completely healthy, then maybe he'll grow out of it.
Someone in the comments said he got Angel Reese face,
Dude,
which I see.
There's
Those
something
eyes
to
are
it.
too far away, man.
Come on.
Oh yeah, so this is you know how people do on TikTok, they'll like put the comment that they're responding to up in the corner.
Yeah.
So the comment was "E.T. come home," and this was
Come on.
he's upset.
Don't look for 1 second. Stop
He's telling his baby not to look so he can get mad.
talking about my son. Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't talk about my son ever again. Stop disrespecting my son. My son does not deserve any disrespect at all. My son looks nothing like E.T. Look how beautiful he is. Look how beautiful he is. Look how beautiful he is. He looks amazing. And you're sitting there trying to say that my son looks like E.T.? Do you understand?
If you really didn't want it, though, would you not just get off the internet? Like, and I don't know how much money this guy is making off of just being on TikTok, but if you really wanted to protect your kid and you didn't want people trashing your ugly baby every day, then you would just delete your accounts and go away until maybe your baby's a little bit older.
Those guys live for social media.
Exactly. And
So
that's why
the
I think he's personally, I think it's almost a bit. I think his new thing is now I get mad at people who call my baby ugly, which is pretty terrible because you're encouraging the internet to bash your ugly baby just so that you can get more clicks, which is probably about as low as it gets. 7.6 mil followers on TikTok, by the way.
Yeah, when you played that clip of him reacting like, oh, it sounded so fake.
Yeah. And
so fake.
I mean, it does feel fake, but can you not be mad at millions of people talking bad about your ugly baby? You know what I'm saying? Like, even if he's amping it up, you'd have to be bothered by it.
Oh, of course.
So, I mean, either he might
No one wants to hear that their baby's ugly and then that he's become the punchline of jokes.
Exactly. Which he's now probably trying to make some money off of.
He made $400,000 annually through OnlyFans.
Was that when they were doing gay stuff, the brothers?
Apparently.
Oh, man. Senning Show, you're on the air. Who's this?
Hey, John, this is Ryan, the Ryan.
Ryan, what's up, buddy? How the hell you doing? It was good to see you Saturday at the brisket shop, man. I'm sorry you didn't win.
Yeah, dude. Hey, that mac and cheese, I know you're not a mac and cheese guy. That mac and cheese, unbelievable.
At the brisket shop?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mixed it with their beans. I mixed it together with the mac, and I was in heaven.
How was the baked potato there?
No, like to say that you like a baked potato over mac and cheese, and I'm as Irish as it gets. That's a felony. That's a class
it's
A felony.
really it's not to me. Baked potato, and I get what everybody's saying, and they're on their mac and cheese.
Stand alone. You need chives. You need bacon. You need sour cream. A baked potato by itself cannot stand.
Well, then you're good. Well, no. What you're saying is a flawed point, because then my retort to that would go, elbow macaroni can't stand on its own.
Well, it's mac and cheese. It's not just mac.
Elbow macaroni. I eat elbow macaroni and cheese.
Okay. You're both wrong, because that is the exact same thing.
No, it's a baked potato.
I don't know how much better I can articulate a point.
Well, no,
macaroni and cheese is what I
you're
eat.
just wrong. Is that the basic point of a potato is a baked potato. The base of mac and cheese is a macaroni noodle with you add a bunch of stuff to it. It doesn't.
Nobody says I'm just going to eat noodles.
Mac and cheese doesn't grow out of the ground like a potato does.
But it's called a baked potato. So you're just baking the potato, and that's what you're eating. It's called mac and cheese. It's not just called mac. The cheese is part of it. It's part of the dish.
So you people, there's like the equivalent
Black
of
people or mac and cheese lovers.
Both.
People, that's disgusting.
The thing is that the equivalent of mac and cheese for a potato, from my perspective, would be like an au gratin potato. That's the same thing. You're taking the potato, you're slicing it up, and then you're putting it in a cheesy sauce, which I would take over mac and cheese any day as well. It's really just.
I also love potatoes au gratin.
It's just.
I love
do you
it.
like elbow macaroni noodles or do you like potatoes? That's really what it comes down
Baked
to.
potatoes probably the least favorable dish of potatoes.
Yeah,
I'll give you that in the
I
world.
wanted to ask you two things.
Yes.
We'll just give two updates.
Yeah, way to get us riled up.
One objectively, that baby, the Island Boy's baby is ugly.
It is, dude. I feel bad, but it's just ugly, dude. I'm so sorry to this guy, to the fly soldier.
And then two, my wife and I were just coming back from the Capybara Cafe.
You went there. How the hell was it? Because I've been. Have you heard about this, Diz? It's probably over by your place a little bit. It's Pinellas
Park Ave.
Yeah,
it was awesome. We booked a private room with a capybara named Tater Tot. Extremely cute, extremely kid friendly. There's a turtle in there. There's a goat in there. All sorts of cute stuff. Highly recommend to anybody.
Are you working for big? Are you working for big capybara now? Are you on the inside of the capybara community trying to spread the word out here? What's going on?
No, I know you guys don't like doing free shout outs, but it's in St. Pete, and all the money goes towards the sanctuary. And these things are really cute. We did it for my wife's birthday, and she had a good time.
Well, I'm gonna wait till I get you off the line to talk about the thing that I saw online yesterday, just to further the conversation. But I saw it, I thought it was cool, and then I saw this lady post in the I Love St. Pete forum on Facebook talking about how cruel it was to have the capybaras inside this place. So I don't know where I land on it, but I appreciate your well wishes.
Yep, boots on the ground. Thanks for the update. I'll talk to you.
All right.
One of the funny things about the baked potato and mac and cheese is, like, I realized my parents listen to the show a lot more than I even thought.
Right.
And I was talking to my mom yesterday, actually, and she was like, baked potato, huh? And she goes, he called it like mac and cheese, a kid's meal, right?
Yeah.
She goes, Mama P, come up with the heat. She goes, doesn't he eat Smuckables in bed? I'm like,
they're Uncrustables.
What do you mean? And she's
they're
like,
Uncrustables.
yeah, she's like, isn't that a kid's treat? I go, I wish I knew this before.
I'm not bashing all kids' treats. This is from a man who eats apple juice out of a pouch. I love Go-Gurts. I love Uncrustables. Like, I have no beef with children's treats. I'm just saying, when we're talking about elevated, high-level food dishes, you're bringing a food that is predominantly known as a child's dish into the conversation for grown-ups.
You're a child. How about that?
Yeah, and that's fine. And as a man who lives and dies by mac and cheese, it takes one to know one. So
good point.
Senning Show, you're on the air. Who's this?
Yes, hi. My name is Melissa, and I'm just wondering if the whole macaroni and cheese and baked potato thing isn't a Michigan thing, because I'm a Michigan girl. You're a Michigan guy. You play Kid Rock in the beginning, big corn-fed Midwestern host.
There is something to
I'm
that.
also calling you as I clocked the scale at 122.8 this morning, so I am a shrimp.
Okay.
But that being said, shrimp and baked potato, yum. I'm with you, John. I stand with you. It's potatoes. It is not macaroni and cheese.
Hang up on her.
I appreciate that. Thank you. It's good to know there's sane people out there. I did see somebody put a poll up on one of the Bone groups. I think it's the Bone fam. Dead heat right now.
Oh, really? I didn't even see that.
Early on, mac and cheese took the lead big time, but it ended up being almost a dead tie. The thing is
I will say, people simp for you though. They
people simp for you.
They glaze you,
and people love mac and cheese.
Yeah, but they love you, John. They're gonna glaze you. They're gonna tell you what you want to hear,
dude. And that's. So wait. So the mac and cheese, those people are truth tellers, and the baked potato people are just shrilling for Senning.
Not all of them, but I say a good majority glazing.
They're just there. They're just there to make sure that I feel comfortable and
they want to be like,
happy.
I got you, John. Yeah, come have a drink with me on Friday.
Well, I'll tell you.
We'll eat a baked potato. Shut up.
I'll tell you, I'll be there, and I'll hopefully be healthy and alive, unlike some people in this room.
I feel like that was under the belt.
I was. Fine. Well, I can see the. I can see your eyes starting to get a little more red. I can see your breaths becoming a little deeper.
I just need some mac and cheese in my system, and I'll be back to 100, baby.
I can see you fading away moment by moment, and I'm not 100% certain that I'm not too. Don't go anywhere. Today's That Thing is without a shadow of a doubt my favorite story that is going around right now. It is supernatural at its core. And it has to do with a potential haunted doll murdering a man. And we'll dig into it next with That Thing on Senning Show. Wild Fork Foods. We are so lucky to be partnered up with Wild Fork for a million different reasons. The one top of mind right now is they're providing all of the pork and the piggy goodness for the pig roast this Friday night at the Bone Beach Bash. Danny and the crew from the brisket shop are going to cook it all up. It's going to be delightful. And whether you're looking for the more family-friendly dishes like a mac and cheese for the kids, a pot roast, ground beef, chicken breast, they've got all that at unbelievable prices. But if you're looking for something a little different, maybe it's wild game, some duck, rabbit, yak, bison, venison, they have all of that, including Iberico pork and Wagyu. Whatever you're in the mood for and much, much more, you can order online and get it delivered right to your home, which I love doing. And if you become a member, you pay $1.90 a month, and then that covers your delivery fees. You can also order it and pick it up, or just head to your local Wild Fork and go shopping, which is the best way to really figure out all they have to offer. Check them out online at wildforkfoods.com. They've got locations in South Tampa, West Chase, and St. Petersburg. Again, it's wildforkfoods.com.
As I grind up these remnants, breathe it in, blow it out to the emptiness.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah and Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Tampa.
Drew Garabo with Spiro from Good Greek Moving and Storage. If our pro sports teams can trust Good Greek, so can you.
But not just the pros. We're the official movers of our favorite colleges, too, including the Florida Gators.
You hear that, college moms and dads? Your kids' stuff is going to be in great hands with Good Greek Moving and Storage.
That's right. Whether it's onto campus or off the campus or across the country, you can trust the Good Greek.
You absolutely can. When you see that name, you know you're going to be well taken care of. Go to goodgreek.com for a free moving quote.
Good Greek Moving and Storage. Your superhero movers.
For over 30 years, Fence Outlet has been here to help you create an outdoor oasis where memories are made and dreams come alive. Let Fence Outlet partner with you to turn your backyard into your favorite destination. Go to fenceoutlet.com today to schedule your free professional estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
Summertime is here, and so is the Kia Summer Sales Event. Wherever you plan your summer vacation, make Crown Kia your first stop. Drive a new Kia K4, just $219 a month, or a new Kia Sportage with special low 1.9 APR. Test drive your new Kia today at Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
Hot in your house? Superheat Air and Plumbing, powered by the experts at ABC, has your back. Get a $29 AC system check, working or not. If it needs a fix, that $29 rolls into the repair. Fast, pro service, same day. Go to superheatandair.com.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory. Recently, the owner of a large mattress retailer was proudly sharing how over 65% of their queen mattress prices are $15.99 or higher. At the Original Mattress Factory, our focus is a little bit different. We build superior quality mattresses right here in town and do our best to save you as much money as possible. That's why at OMF, nearly 80% of our queen mattresses are lower than those prices others brag about. Stop in or check out originalmattress.com to learn more.
$2 bowling for your entire family at Pin Chasers. You can get a family pass for only $18.99 plus tax per adult and you can bowl for $2 for the whole family. An awesome deal, valid for 30 days of fun from your date of purchase. $2 per game per person, up to 5 players. Pinchasers.net to reserve your lane and for details.
Bowling, food, and fun at Pin Chasers.
Fresh local trades, luxury for less at Furman Luxury Used Cars. New arrivals hit our lot daily. BMWs, Audis, Broncos, Hondas, and more. All priced for every budget. We handpick premium vehicles for local trades. And every one includes a free Carfax for peace of mind. Quick trade appraisals, flexible financing, transparent pricing, luxury made affordable. Only at Furman Luxury Used Cars on US 19 in Palm Harbor. Shop now at FurmanLuxuryUsedCars.com.
Summer is here, so if you are thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and you can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, and those costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
1025 The Bone and Stella Artois are on a mission to find the best wings in the Bay. Vote at OCC Roadhouse, Drunken Clam, and Sunshine City. Scan the QR code. Vote, and you can win Stella swag, beer, bragging rights. You decide. Go to thebestwingsinthebay.com for details.
When it really matters, choose Farrah & Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing, right now on Senning Show.
1 or 2, you know what to do.
Welcome back to Senning Show, 800-771-1025. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. Get up in the YouTube chat.
I love the amount of people that hop in the YouTube chat. Sometimes you'll see Drew Garabo in there. Ian Beckles is in right now.
I was just going to say, a who's who. You never know. Ian Beckles popping up in the chat. Shout out to Ian. I won't put his business on the street, but he was sending me some pictures this morning, and we were chatting. Ian's a man of many talents. Let me just put it to you like this. I feel like that sounded dirty, like he sent me a picture of his hog or something. Yeah, that's not what it was at all. Or was it?
Smoking and drinking a little bit. This levels to the litness. Pull up with that new
Dude, I've been meaning to mention, and I think I've got it almost solidified, and I'm worried that maybe I'm just coming up with too many ideas between the slip and slide and the other little things, the wake and bake and all of that. So I got with my guy at Hawk's Boiled Peanuts, and he's going to be dropping by a heavy haul of boiled peanuts tomorrow. And then I need to figure out where and how I'm going to prepare them, so I don't want to guarantee anything yet. But my plan is to make a giant batch of boiled peanuts that we can dole out in in cups for people out and about. So shout out to Hawk's Boiled Peanuts, who are big fans of the show.
I like that. I talked to you, I think yesterday, about like, I wonder if the rooms have fridges.
Yeah.
And,
do you know any of this yet?
So you go, yeah, me and Danielle checked the website and they have nothing. So I was going to call them.
Oh,
check the website. It's the first thing they say.
What?
They got fridges.
Oh, they do?
They got microwaves.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I mean, worst case scenario, I guess we could do it in a microwave, but I was looking, my real first thought was, they have to have grills. I would think there would be like grills out and about.
Oh yeah, for people at the resort to go cook up. Yeah.
The first answer I got when I asked somebody who should be in the know, they said no.
Oh.
So then my backup is, and I'm not trying to get up in everybody's business because I know they're going to be super busy, but maybe they could just, if I have it like in a big pot ready to go, and I can just give it to somebody in the kitchen and they can just let them cook for a little bit. Then maybe that would work.
Maybe we reach out to Sandy. I'm sure she has like an external grill you could just plug
one of those,
in.
Because that's what you need. I don't know what you call that thing, but like a sterno type thing, or like a standalone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, like the big ass thing that people would do seafood boils on or something.
Yeah.
I don't even think we need something that big, but if all goes as planned, I'm trying to pull off a little boiled peanut sampling for ultimately myself, but for everybody else as well. Because I can't go that many days without my boiled peanut fix.
I mentioned to JP what they're expecting the peak number of people to be there, and he was blown away.
Yeah, and I think that's the I heard that as well, and I think that's probably on the higher end, but it's just
that's what I was told by someone.
Yeah, no, and I think you're probably somewhere near the right number. I just think it's it's gonna be something. If you have not made your plans yet, make them now. Uber out if you can. If you need to drive in, there should be plenty of parking for everybody. They've comfortably, from what I've heard, had 1,500 people there for a large event before, and parking was not an issue. So not everybody brings their own car. A lot of the people from the station, I'm sure, will have their own spots. So make plans to Uber, but if not, everything's going to be just fine.
And Nicole finished the beach bash.
Oh yes, cards. I meant to mention that right off the get. What a it's so great. She's got that I don't know what you would call it other than a motherly thing to her. Well, where she will do things like that. She was posting videos of her making and laminating these bingo cards, and just not every person, let alone every woman, has that thing in them where they want to do things like that. And I thought it was very cool that between the two of you guys made all those bingo cards, which look awesome, by the way.
Yeah, and she had her daughter, the oldest, Gwen, helping out. That little beige beauty. So so I'm excited, man. I'm gonna hand them out. I'm talking to someone about getting prizes, and you and me were kind of talking about the finer details of how it would work. Essentially, you get a photo, you post it, use the hashtag.
So, and I said this to you privately, and I'll say it again. I think we need to find out exactly what's going on with the scavenger hunt that I've seen posted on the Instagram story, just to make sure. Well, it's ultimately your baby, so you can do it how you want. But just to make sure that there are some things that differentiate it a little bit. And I don't even know what that would be. I just think we need to know more about the scavenger hunt that they're doing, which I think is somewhat sponsored by and being put on by attorney Patrick Smith. So I have a feeling that lots of people will be rewarded. That scavenger hunt, they're giving away a $500 cash money Visa gift card.
Oh, wow.
So that's pretty sweet. And then
can we participate?
That's a good question. I would think not.
Yeah,
I would think not. But find somebody.
Nicole
somebody
could
to be
participate.
find somebody to be your surrogate, and you should be good. I want to get into this doll that may or may not be killing people.
Chucky?
I wish it was Chucky, because if it was Chucky, then that would be fun and light, and we'd be able to laugh about it. This, actually mildly terrifying. Senning Show, you're on the air. Who's this?
What's up, boys?
Hey, Bob Rick D. How the hell you doing, brother?
Good, man. How about you guys?
Pretty damn good. Dude, are we going to get the pleasure? Is there any chance that Bobby D is going to make an appearance at the Beach Bash?
Well, could you get me a limo and some Hooters girls with unlimited wings? I don't drive that far.
You running under Mo rules? You got the Mo rider where you have certain specific demands to be able to perform and appear. We need to get you a boat. What about that? What if we had a boat? I know you're down near Anna Maria Island. We'll get a boat to pick you up right on the dock and then bring you right to the dock at the Beach Bash. Is that cool?
Well, yeah, that'll work, man. No problem there.
Whatever you need, Bobby. Whatever you need. I'll find somebody with a boat, and we'll make sure that they're there to pick you up bright and early on the dock Friday morning, man. Not a worry in the world.
Well, I got some points to ponder here about this potato versus macaroni.
Oh, yeah. I'd be very curious, because you're a food guy. Now, keep in mind, it should be said before Bobby shares his opinion, this man puts mushrooms in his chili. So, automatically, I'm a little hesitant to know of your opinion, but I'm ready for it.
Well, like I told you several times before, do you like mushrooms?
I do. I want to hear about your potato take, though.
Really?
We don't have to argue about the mushrooms. Tell me about your potato v mac and cheese.
Okay, so, even though it's called macaroni and cheese, if you called it taters and cheese, taters and cheese wins out all the way, baby.
That is the thing. It's really it's kind of a messaging thing. I think you're right in that for some reason the macaroni people got on board with creating a whole dish just called macaroni and cheese, where maybe if the potato people early on would have formed a dish that was just called potatoes and cheese, then it would feel like a little bit more of a fair fight.
Well, a potato, the flavor of potato, some bland-ass noodles, come on.
You're preaching to the choir here, dude. You're preaching to the choir, Bobby D. Well, I'm going to get with the captain. Give me a call tomorrow. I'll give you the coordinates, and we'll have him pick you up on the dock Friday morning. Okay, big guy?
And, right down the boat ramp is about 3 miles from my house, so that'll work out great.
Yeah, you don't even have to go to the dock. What I'll do is I'll have him come get you from the Drift Inn. You just be sitting at the bar at the Drift Inn, and we'll have the captain come in and get you, and then maybe even wheel you out to the boat so you don't have to worry about a thing.
Well, I don't need to be wheeled out, but...
Well, I don't want you to have to worry about it. I don't want you to have to worry about walking anywhere, Bobby. So I love you, man. Thank you for checking in. But I got to get to this story about the doll that may or may not have killed somebody. Have you watched all the Conjuring movies?
No. Yeah, I've seen like one maybe.
I've seen some of them, and they're much like a lot of movies that are in that paranormal world where I'm always in, like we were talking about American Horror Story last week, and it's the very same exact thing with that. With a lot of these paranormal movies, I'm totally sucked in for the first 30 minutes to an hour, and then they always just take this turn where you get too lost in the paranormal, and it's like you can barely see the real world from what's going on. But those were supposedly based on a true story at some point, and even they went on, I think, to make the spinoff about the Annabelle doll, which is a real doll.
Yep.
Well, a paranormal investigator died suddenly on Sunday night while touring the infamous and supposedly haunted Annabelle doll. His tour organizers announced yesterday, Dan Riviera, he's a U.S. Army veteran. He was in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania on his sold-out Devils on the Run tour when firefighters and medics rushed to his hotel. CPR was performed by Rivera, who was 54, died. His exact cause of death has not been released. Rivera has been featured as a paranormal investigator on Travel Channel's Most Haunted Places, served as a producer on a bunch of other haunted type shows. So as part of his tour, Rivera was traveling around the U.S. with other members of his his ghost group to show off Annabelle. They have the original Annabelle doll that all of this was made after, the creepy and allegedly demonic doll. His death came after he finished a 3-day sold-out stop in Gettysburg from Friday through Sunday, which was hosted by Ghostly Images of Gettysburg Tours. Rivera, survived by his wife and 4 children, was often, hyping this tour and his appearances with the doll up on social media. His friends are all paying tribute today and trying to figure out, is there any chance that this doll had a hand in his death?
You said they didn't say what it was, though. He just died. They don't know if it's a stroke or nothing.
Right. A psychic medium claimed the doll was inhabited by the spirit of a dead 6-year-old girl named Annabelle. It had been demonically possessed and then moved to a museum in Connecticut. And this all stems back to the Warren family. They investigated a number of mysterious cases, including the Amityville Horror House in Long Island and the Annabelle doll eventually. So The Conjuring, they kind of move through different stories, Annabelle being one of them. So whether or not this guy died because of the doll, we'll probably never know. Some people probably believe it to be fact, some don't. But in this article, I realized there was another more recent controversy with the doll that makes this all the more fascinating. So it's mentioned in this story, and then I was looking, and sure enough, there were news stories written about it, and I'm very bummed that we missed them when they happened. June 1st, 2025. Demonic Annabelle doll safely back in custody after claims that it escaped and caused havoc in New Orleans, with some saying they should have never moved her. So this is from the beginning of June. The real-life Annabelle doll was blamed for a string of alarming incidents that people were claiming that it escaped while on the tour in New Orleans. By the time this was written and people were talking about it, the owner confirmed it was safely back at home and was never out of his control. But the thing that's wild is this all stemmed, one of the instances that happened was when those 10 inmates escaped from prison in New Orleans. Precautions, when they're out on the road, just to let you know how seriously they take this, when the doll is out on the road, they always have a Catholic priest traveling with the doll.
Oh, wow.
To I guess, ensure, I don't know what he's going to do if it goes completely rogue.
Is that because they're worried about it, or is that just to add to the
part of the hype? Yeah. I'm not really sure. I am not really sure. So they say, going back to the June incident, they have a Catholic priest traveling with Annabelle. It apparently wasn't enough for some observers who believed the doll's stint in New Orleans on May 13th and 14th was a bad omen. So during that period of time, an inferno destroyed a historic Nottoway plantation house between Baton Rouge and New Orleans on May 15th. And the next day, 10 inmates escaped from the Orleans Justice Center. And most of them, I don't know if they ended up getting all of them back.
I think one is still on the run, right?
That story kind of died out. I did not think people were taking it seriously because I kept seeing jokes about it on Instagram, that coming from the founder of the tour. But what's creepy is one of the guys referenced in this story from June, when people thought that the doll being in New Orleans caused this plantation to burn down and the inmates to get out, is the dude who is now dead.
Oh.
So I'm not really sure, but I also, I don't think that I would be entertained enough to want to spend time alone with the demonic Annabelle doll.
No, hell no. I mean, it goes back to the talk we had either yesterday or the day before. I didn't even want to do palm readings and all that because of what could come with it. Now you want me to go see a creepy doll that's apparently haunted? No, I'm good, dog. I'll never do something like that.
So the late husband, this goes back to the Conjuring couple, Ed and Lorraine Warren, the famous paranormal investigators, owned Annabelle along with other haunted relics before their deaths. The museum, where it's now held, isn't open to the public, is in their former home. Their son-in-law has carried on their work, and he leads up the New England Society for Psychic Research. That's the group that the guy was a part of, who is now dead after being with the doll. He said in an email that one of his workers used blessed holy water and holy oil, which was mixed into the stain that is then applied onto the wood case that they keep them in. So when they stained the box, they did it with holy water and holy oil.
Holy oil?
Which I didn't know.
You could just bless anything?
I don't know. I don't know if the holy oil has to come from a very specific place. Other religious fixtures, including crosses cut into each side of the case, are also affixed to the case for the tour. The doll is blessed daily by a Catholic priest before moving it while on tour and after it's returned to its home. On the tour, a Catholic priest, Father Bob, travels along the entire time. The doll, which has supposedly been manipulated by a demon, was the basis of the very different-looking doll of the same name in The Conjuring, ultimately the Annabelle spin-off films.
I imagine that guy who passed away, he was in that room, that hotel room, and all of a sudden he hears oh
my gosh.
And he's like, who's there? And you just hear like giggling, schoolyard giggling. And he's like, who's there? I got a gun. And you hear, 1, 2,
oh my
I'm
God.
coming for you. That's what I imagine happens with something like this when someone dies from a haunted doll.
It is so weird because we were talking about the psychics, and I said, my concern is like yours, letting in the evil spirits. Yeah. But even, I love the idea. We've talked a bunch. We have a Murder House Kurt. He calls the shows, and he's actually a really good guy. I've got a chance to meet him, but he owns a house in Ybor where a guy murdered his entire family with an axe. Oh. And they've done countless, paranormal investigations there, and TV shows have gone there.
Isn't that the thing that was a big trampoline for the weed stuff?
It's the weed stuff. A lot of people believe that this story out of Ybor was the beginning of reefer madness because this kid was smoking a little bit of weed before he murdered his entire family with an axe. And we've talked about doing podcasts there and going and doing all of that.
Who's we, you and Drew?
Yeah.
But, you guys are insane.
But I ultimately get to my point of, I don't know if I really want to do it. Because what if there's a 1% chance that a demon, I go in there and because, let's just say that I have a strong spiritual aura. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying, let's say that I have something spiritually going on with me that I'm not sure of, which makes me ripe for the picking when it comes to demons. And then next thing you know, I got a demon in me. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's ultimately the juice is going to be worth the squeeze. Same thing with people who say that their house, like, they have insane things that happen to them where they know for a fact there is a ghost in their house or something is in their house. I'm taking the loss on the real estate. I'm doing whatever I have to do. Like, I'm not living in a house where things are flying off the wall and undeniable things are happening, if they actually were happening. So the idea that you would dedicate your life to traveling around the country with a doll that may or may not be killing people, I mean, that's a risk in itself. Not that this guy deserved to die or that I wanted him to die, but you kind of knew you were playing a tricky game by dedicating your life to Annabelle the killer doll.
I 100% believe in like paranormal stuff and all that. Like when I was at my grandparents' house, I was in the basement alone at the house, and you could hear people walking above, like me in the ground floor. And there was a moment where something happened at my grandparents' house where like it shook me to the core. I was like, paranormal stuff absolutely is a real thing.
Yeah, I think I agree. And I haven't had the life-changing moment. I've had those things that happened, and we've told ghost stories and done the gong style ghost story time and all of that, and we'll do it again one day. But it's one of those things where I don't think everybody who's ever had one of these insane instances is lying. It very much goes back to the same general theme that I have with people who see Bigfoot, where all you need is one person to not be lying.
Yeah.
And then it's real. So if of the millions and millions of people that have had insane interactions with something paranormal, if just one of them is telling the truth, then ghosts are real. And I always come back to that. Many upstanding individuals. Do you remember a TV show? It was very short-lived, and I think it was on A&E, and it might have just been called Celebrity Ghost Stories. And they just had famous people come in there and tell these wild stories about things that have happened to them.
No.
And when I watched that was when it kind of flipped in my mind. Like, there are a lot of people, not just crazy people, who have had things happen to them in their life that they just can't explain.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We've touched on paranormal in the last couple of days. We've touched on spirituality. And I think somewhere in the midst of all of that, there can absolutely be trapped good, bad, evil, all walking among us in some sort of way, as creepy as that may be.
What do you think is more likely to happen to you? Getting haunted by something paranormal or having an interaction in some way with extraterrestrials? Because I know you'd rather the extraterrestrials to happen.
Yeah, but
what do you think is more likely?
I feel like more likely would be, unless we get a full-blown invasion and like everybody's getting it, you get an interaction, you get an interaction.
Yeah.
I think that something paranormal happening, whether it be at a house that I've never been in before or something like that, I can just, if I was a betting man, I think it would be more likely.
Okay.
But on top of all of that, I'd like to think that the chance of me seeing a Bigfoot reigns supreme overall.
Yeah.
I'd like to think. Do not go anywhere. I've been teasing this story and holding on to it now for, I think, a week. And there's now an accompaniment piece, another story that's very similar. And I'm hoping to hear from some people who have had nightmare experiences at Airbnbs. It's an interesting phenomenon in a world that we live in, much like Ubers, where it's the running joke. It's damn near a meme now, where they say, oh, our parents used to tell us not to take food or rides from strangers, and now we have apps for it. Staying in strangers' homes is kind of right along those same lines, and we do it gladly. But sometimes the people who rent you their homes have bad intentions. And I've got some stories that go right along with that. Coming up next on more Senning Show.
Can't you see that, baby, I was wrong?
If you're tired of your increasing electric bill, you're not alone. Because did you know that this year already, Duke and Tico customers have got a rate increase of over 20%? And that's going to happen every year. It's been happening every year in some form or fashion. Paying your electric bill is like a never-ending payment where your bill will just always go up. That's the only thing you know about it. And right now is the time to go solar with Solar Bear. The average Solar Bear customer is saving over $2,000 a year by switching to solar. Solar Bear is a local Florida company that's been in business for over 10 years. I've sat down many a times and broke bread with the owner, Blake, and his team. Great people with a 4.7-star Google rating. And over 1,300 reviews. That's why they're the #1 solar installer in the state of Florida. And right now, when you sign up, you get the first 12 months for free. That is right, no payments for 12 months. So the electric bill goes way down, depending on your situation, can be eliminated, and you've not got no payments on the panels for 12 months. It's real. Give them a call today for a free estimate, or check them out online at solarbear.com.
Sweet Mary Jane, you pick me up, you make me feel no pain.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. The Bay has elite wings, but whose are the best?
Tell me likey. Tell me want wingy.
102.5 The Bone and Stella Artois are on the hunt for the Bay's best wings. Visit one of the participating restaurants and enjoy a Stella Artois with some wings. Then scan the QR code and vote. The restaurant with the most votes will be crowned the best wings in the Bay and be featured on the Mike Calta Show. Plus, you can win cool Stella gear just for voting. For details and locations, visit theboneonline.com. Thanks to Whiskey Wings in Oldsmar, The Galley, $5 Drinkery Pinellas Park, Locals, and Sunset Grill.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Getting a new fence doesn't need to be a hassle. The pros at Fence Outlet will help you with everything from start to finish, including measurements, ordering materials, dealing with local ordinances, and complete installation. Consult with a knowledgeable Fence Outlet representative and they'll help you get started today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
If you're looking to buy a custom engagement ring, you know where to go. That is the Gold and Diamond Source. Family owned and trusted for over 40 years, just minutes from anywhere in Tampa Bay. You can stop by the Gold and Diamond Source on Olmerton Road and let them make a unique, beautiful ring for your future bride in anybody's price range. And you get to get it done without all that sales pressure. Because at the Gold and Diamond Source, they just want to make sure you leave happy and with a great investment in your marriage future. At the Gold and Diamond Source, they're not just there for engagement rings, they're a jewelry super center. From birthstones to tennis bracelets to diamond studs, whatever's on your wish list, the Gold and Diamond Source can make it happen. And did you know that right now gold is at an all-time high? If you bring in your old jewelry, Steve and Julie Weintraub will buy it and offer the highest trade-in values of the year. It's a perfect time to upgrade what you're not wearing and turn it into something that you'll never want to take off. It only happens at the Gold and Diamond Source with the largest selection of jewelry, including men's jewelry. Stop in there for all your jewelry needs and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
Don't miss the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with zero down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. With approved credit, 24 monthly, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at Sonic plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Their sound shaped music for generations to come. Toto Live with Christopher Cross.
Why didn't you just call Climate Design Home Services?
I called the other guys. They can't get to us until 2 weeks from now. I'm sure they're all booked. They can't get to us until 2 weeks from now. I'm sure they're all booked solid.
Josh, Climate Design Home Services can install AC systems typically the same day. They have licensed HVAC, electrical, and plumbing crews to take care of our entire home. And right now, we get our choice of a hot water tank up to 50 gallons or a whole home surge protector when we install an AC system. We can finance it too. Plus, they have over 1,500 five-star reviews and service the entire Suncoast region.
Okay, I'll call now. In the meantime, if you're looking for the ice, it's in the cooler.
Ugh.
Call Climate Design Home Services today and get cool air fast. Go online for offer details at climatedesign.com or call 727-295-1572.
If you or someone you know suffered any injuries involving a deployed airbag, you could be entitled to compensation. Morgan & Morgan has already recovered millions. Get America's largest injury law firm fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You worked hard for your 401k, but if you've left your job, your money might be sitting in the wrong hands. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and it's very possible that the 401k that you have had for years has hidden fees and limited investment choices. But if you're no longer with the company, that 401k may be at the mercy of your former employer. All of these things could be costing you thousands. Rolling over your 401k into an IRA can provide better investment options that align with your long-term goals. At Trajan Wealth, we're fiduciary advisors that are held to a higher standard with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Don't let your retirement dollars sit in an old plan, and don't roll it over to your new plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services are offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them. To see someone that is in pain, I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Senning here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Every Wednesday night from 8 to 10, it's the Ask the Dom Show on 102.5 The Bone.
Brought to you by Park Place MRI.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money Americans in 2025 are now spending on gas in a year, even with lower gas prices. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right, you can earn real cash back with Upside, just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SPORTS to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Don't let the popsicles and muddy puddles of summer take over your home. Call Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Zero Res doesn't use dirt-attracting soap, leaving you a healthy home every time. Take advantage of their summer sale for 15% off all services. That's 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, and more. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal or book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com and ask about Zero Res commercial cleaning too. Zero Res, all they leave is clean.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because feeling full can sound like this.
How did the interview go? I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
And like this.
Mom, I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/act now. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Shout out to St. Pete Sam, about to get in a moving truck and head to New Orleans. I really do believe one of the most accomplished young stars that CMG's seen in quite some time, in my humble opinion. But what the hell does that matter? Dude, it looks like it's not going to turn into anything, but imagine like the day you're moving to a new town, there's spaghetti models taking a hurricane to your new town. That's a tough one.
I feel like most people experience that here. They move to Florida and they're like, oh,
in Florida, but I mean, like, and again, it turns out this storm's not turning into anything, but I think they're going to get there tomorrow or Friday. And as of like 2 days ago, there's legit spaghetti models like heading right up into their new home.
Oh,
so hopefully it's a smooth journey.
They're going to experience New Orleans. For real.
Yeah. Underwater style. We shrill for St. Pete Sam here on Senning Show.
Love you, girl.
Creamiest milk in the bay. Never forget it. 800-771-1025. If you want to interact with the program, we love that. Hit us up on social media at The John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. The YouTube is the place to be. 1025 The Bone YouTube. A lot of people up in the chat. I'm trying to interact with people. There was a conversation about my hair being too hot for the beach.
What?
I don't know. It was a weird, you never know. These people go rogue sometimes. And I'll be full man bun weekend as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I had a thought about.
Even if you're not, is that going to kill you?
No. I mean,
Exactly.
I've lived with it long enough. I thought about, because I'm going to get my haircut tonight, I thought about just cutting all my hair off.
Going back to the photo you sent.
Oh, my God. Was that the first time you saw that?
No. I seen it before.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I showed Nicole and I was like, who's that? She goes, I have no idea. Why would I know who that is? I go, oh, you know. And I was like, he's a radio personality. She's like, that's not John. I'm like, yeah. She goes, why is he dressed like he's going to go, he's a boy band? I was like, well, he kind of was. He was going to go see B2K.
It was funny because I don't know what that phase was. It was, I
Your
think,
blackface.
I think it was kind of a meshing of like douche boy preppy with my urban phase, for lack of a better term, because I am rocking the shell necklace with a FUBU jersey.
Yeah.
With it tucked in, the Tennessee tuck. Were you familiar with that term?
I never knew that was what it was called. Is it because in Tennessee they usually show their belt buckles?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. And that was maybe not a full Tennessee tuck. I used to wear like button-up shirts, and you would just tuck in one half of the shirt.
Yeah.
So that was the true Tennessee. That may not be. I might have to throw a retweet on that so people can
Tomorrow.
go look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the
Thursday.
TBT, I'll throw a retweet on it because when we were going back and forth via text and you referenced the FUBU, so it took me a while to find the picture that I tweeted out years ago, but I'll reshare it with everybody tomorrow, which is really it's something to behold, I have to say.
Did you get into the whole belt buckle phase? Remember when that was like a big thing and they had like the electronic one that would like say something across the belt?
No.
Oh man.
I've always been a belt hater my entire life. Like even when I wore belts, I never felt like a belt was comfortable. I don't know what it is about me to this day. Well, that's why I've transitioned to almost shorts that only are like drawstrings because I wouldn't say that I'm like a fat man per se.
No.
I mean,
Monica would say that.
I'm a larger boy. I'm a husky boy maybe, and I just never understand how people like sit with belts. Like there's the metal part, and that's just when you're sitting down. That's like right in your gut, kind of
digs into you.
Maybe if you're super skinny, it just kind of rests there beautifully. But I mean, I got a little fluff on the. I got a little fupa going on maybe, and it just was like be digging into me. So, I mean, the amount of times in a year that I wear a belt is probably 2.
When I was younger, because I was so small and like skinny, I had to add holes into the belt so it would fit properly.
Oh, dude, I've been there.
You've been there too?
I've been there many. I probably have a belt right now. Actually, I transitioned to a belt, my only belt, that doesn't even have holes. It's like just woven, so you can get as fat or as skinny as you want to.
What do you mean?
So it's just almost like, I don't know how to explain it other than it's just woven leather, so the little poker thing can fit in anywhere on the belt.
Oh, okay, I know what you mean.
So you don't have to keep poking holes in your belt all the time, which I've been there. Some people have been there. I don't think we've asked you this, and there's been a discussion in the mornings because I think Drew, Mike Calta, Gio, and I forget who else I heard. I think they are all T-shirt in the pool guy. Are you T-shirt in the pool guy?
No.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I don't know if I'm going to get in the pool, but I'm not T-shirt in the pool guy.
You don't know if you're going to get in the pool?
I told you this. With all the pee going on there, I don't know, man.
That's the least of your concerns this
What's
weekend.
the most of my concerns?
Probably the disease that's running, ravaging your body from the inside right now. We should be, actually, everybody else should be concerned if you get in the pool. No, the pool's going to be a safe space. The biggest thing with me is I have you've probably seen them, a handful of people have seen them. I got the biggest nipples on the bone. It's not even close.
Don't think I've seen that.
I got the darkest, biggest nipples on the bone. And if we decide to do a nipple off, I stand by that. I stand by that.
I like that. I want to see who has crazier nipples than you.
Because I think
that should be our thing instead of the bikini thing.
The nipples?
Who could out nipple John?
A nipple off.
Nipple off.
Now, I do know in the past that Monica has talked about her dark, large areolas.
I've seen them.
So I think, you have?
Yeah.
Are they big and dark? Like,
Yeah.
give me a hand reference on how big they are. Oh, yeah, those are bigger than mine.
Yeah. It was when we were on Sexy Mark's boat, and she didn't want to do it because she was like, well, she wanted to show it, but she goes, but Dizzy's right there. And I go, okay, yeah. And I covered my eyes and did the thing like a kid where you're like peeking through. I'm like,
and you saw a little Ola?
I saw them.
The Ola off. The Ola. Payola for the Ola. I don't know. We're working through the names of this nipple off. But I would say of the men, I don't know if I can compete with Monica's, but I would say with the men, I feel confident that mine are the darkest and largest on the bone.
Who would you think can even come, like maybe not rival you, but would be the runner-up to that?
You. Without knowing anything about your nipples.
Good nipples, bro.
Oh, those are those are good. They're dark.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, you are dark.
Yeah.
I will tell you this, my nipples are as dark as yours.
What?
Yes.
Is your
It's got a tone to it. It's got I don't know.
Attaboy.
It's got a tone to it.
Yeah.
And I'm talking hue, not size.
Oh,
so
okay.
but it does have a certain shade to it.
Yeah.
A darker shade.
A little beige to it?
Yeah. Jesse Allen in the chat room. Urban John, meet Red John. I tell you, I really, I've walked all walks of life. I have love for all cultures and experiences and can see a lot of things from a lot of people's perspective. So even though you think you may know what I'm all about, at the end of the day, nobody knows.
Do you think Monica will be flashing people at the beach bash?
I don't. I heard earlier the discussion about her
getting plowed.
And I almost wanted to bring him in because somebody made him for us years ago. I don't know if there's an expiration date, but there's a whole legitimate case of them in the office. They're Drew Garabo Live condoms, and it says,
what?
It says DGL on the bone. I'm gonna peek into them and make sure that they're not expired, or if they do expire, when that would be, and then bring those out with us to the bone bash.
And start throwing them out
because there should be. I will say, there will. Well, first of all, let me say this: there will absolutely be a baby made at the bone bash.
Oh,
at the beach bash. It may be a listener. It may be somebody we don't even know. Somebody's getting impregnated at the beach bash.
I hope it's not a goal, because when we were at Adventure Island, her brother just had a baby, and she did the thing where I was like holding the baby, and I look over, and just the look that she gave me was like, Mama's ready.
She was just dripping and not from the water slides.
Yeah, I was like, I looked at her, I was like, not happening. It's not happening.
Yeah, it's interesting because I don't know. I don't think unless she keeps them very, very deep inside, Danielle does not get that. And I don't get that either. So like we had my niece and nephew over last week. And I mean, many a times I'm reading to them. I'm the little dude, Elroy's got long hair. I was brushing his hair.
Oh, you were brushing the hair too?
And I love that. Yeah. And I love it. And I love it. For me, when I spend extended amounts of time with children, as much as I love it, I walk away still going, that's not for me every day. Like, that's not the everyday life for me. And I'm just getting to the fact of, even with those warm moments that I have with the kids, I don't think for a second Danielle's going, well, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should. I think it's just we appreciate it for what it is.
Aziz Ansari had that show. Do you remember it? It was like on Netflix.
Master of None.
I love
that show.
Great show. And one of the episodes, he went and visited his niece and nephews, and like they're like, you should have kids. He goes, no.
Yeah.
I like that I could just leave whenever I want.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And I love that. So
kids are being gross. You could just be like, well, I'm out of here.
Not this weekend, obviously. It's the beach bash. The next weekend, my nephews are coming out, and we're gonna have a hell of a time. Like we're gonna wrestle, we're gonna play video games, we're gonna swim and throw each other around, and it will be an amazing time. And I will love it. And then they will go home.
Yeah.
And that's okay too. It's obviously two totally different stratospheres of life, from being the fun uncle to being a dad or a parent all the time. And I just I'm waiting for that day where I wake up or something happens and I go, you got to have kids. And it's not happening, man. Like I haven't experienced it.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I will. But I will say, if I'm making a power ranking of employees here at the Bone most likely to make a baby, you are at the top of the list. Carmen and Chad are at the top of that list.
What's up with them? They seem like they're really hyped up and ready.
I've heard them be more interested in baby making the last couple weeks as well. So, one rogue night, everybody's been partying in the pool all night. The pull-out game gets a little weak, or a couple slip by, and next thing you know, what would that be? So we're going to be in July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March baby.
Ooh.
That'd be a nice spring, early spring baby for you guys. That's a good time to have a baby.
If it's a boy, I would kind of be more into the idea, but I don't want to do with 3 girls. And Nicole's family is minus the brother who just had a boy. They're all girls in the family.
Yeah, that is tough. And I mean, I think it's honest. It feels wrong sometimes to hear, because dads are just like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe there's a rogue dad out there who's like, I'd really love to be, a girl dad.
Yeah.
You like that. And when you have a baby, you love it no matter what. And I think even dads that didn't think they wanted a girl they learn to love that. But when you do these gender reveals and you see the moment that a dad finds out it's a girl, if they're acting excited, they're lying.
Yeah,
It's just an easier path. And I think for much like a mom, a lot of time envisions the Barbies and the doing their hair and you have a best friend one day, you go get your nails done, you just envision all of this. And I think for a man, they envision the same thing. They envision playing catch and roughhousing and going to monster trucks and all of those things. It's just a comfortability level that comes with that. So I do not blame you, and I don't think we're
as long as my baby doesn't look like an island boy baby.
That is really all you've got to do is just hope it doesn't look like an island boy baby. But I don't know if there's technology. If there is, it's super expensive. Can you pay?
Here's how dumb I am.
For gender.
I was watching Jurassic Park last night, the original, the OG, and they were discussing the whole way how we make them all female. We take away the thing so they're all female. I go, well, we could probably do that now, right, with babies?
So, yes, it is possible to pay for gender selection. You have to go through in vitro fertilization, IVF, and pre-implementation genetic testing. So if I'm guessing this, Jesus. How much do you think this process cost? And I don't even know if you're guaranteed the gender that you want.
$15,000.
15 to 30,000.
15 to 30. Oh, hit it right on the head.
15 to 30,000. You've looked it up before, haven't you?
No, but my worry would be that happens, and then whatever they do to that kid tweaks something in their brain. Now I have a boy, but he's a murderer.
He's an island boy.
Yeah,
he's an island boy, alien baby with murderous tendencies. Those things might be. The practice of gender selection raises ethical concerns, as some view it as a form of designer babies and potential for gender bias. While not illegal in the United States, it is heavily scrutinized.
You got to go outside the U.S. to get it done. Is that what you just said?
No, while not illegal.
Oh, okay.
Well, and that's the thing too. Is it's you have to also, I think, not have a baby in a traditional way. I don't think you can just go straight from the spout. I think you got to do it. They got to mix it up in a lab.
Yeah,
little special
batch,
boy batter.
Yeah, off the menu item.
Hey, I'd like to check out your special menu. Can I get my baby with a wiener, please? Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Yeah, hey, listen, I'm one of those rogue dads. I got 2 daughters, and I would not have changed anything for the world.
I believe you. I believe you now that they're alive and living and you love them very much, but you can't say that a little bit when you were about to find out what you were going to have that daddy didn't want a little boy.
Nope, I didn't. As long as they were healthy, I wasn't one of those dads. Now, my oldest one, who's a physician, she has I have a grandson. He's a boy, so that's my boy. And now she's expecting again, and it's a girl, so I'm good, man. I mean, girls to me were the best. They gave me no problems. They were fun. Now, I know what they say. If you got a boy, you got to worry about one thing. If you got a girl, you got to worry about 1,000 of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Right? All of them. But, yeah, I'm one of those rogue dads. Dizzy man, girls are the best. I'm sorry. They are the best to me.
All right. You guys are a damn fine liar. What can I say?
He must be in the car with his wife.
Yeah. Senning Show, you're on the air.
You better call in and tell them you love your daughters.
Exactly. Or the daughters themselves. Senning Show, you're live on the air. What up?
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Hey, it's DC. What's up, buddy?
DC, what's up?
Now, I just want to give all your listeners a warning. If you get pregnant at the Bone Bash, you're going to be expecting to have the baby right around the Calta cruise.
Oh,
so,
that's
what
really
I mean?
funny,
right
dude.
That's
a really funny little anecdote that you should keep in mind. If you're somebody who tries to hit all of the big events, just know the baby that you get planted inside you at the beach bash will ruin your cruise come March. So good looking out. You're very responsible to be thinking about that.
Yes,
love you guys live. Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom, baby.
By the way, I've been waiting all show to say this. Shout out to Moose. Shout out. He sent us some of the shirts, which first of all, thank you for just being a sweet man and doing that. And I think he sent out a couple other people.
Yeah, I didn't like that
as well. Dude, as many people wearing that as humanly possible.
Yeah.
They look awesome. They look amazing.
Yeah.
You don't know what you don't know. And I had complete faith in Moose, and he stepped up to the plate and got these shirts made and was the power behind it. But you just don't know. You hope that it looks great. They look amazing. If you haven't gotten yours yet, hopefully you will get it before the beach bash. But shout out to Moose for putting these together. And I'm going to tweet out the link again at the end of the show today if people want to get it, because I believe he's also got koozies on there now too.
Koozies, you can get hoodies, you can get all types of stuff for that.
So shout out to Moose. And then thank you to Johnny B, who got one and then didn't have to put it on, but he did and posted a picture of it on his Twitter. So shout out to everybody involved in the shirts.
And shout out to Moose for giving me my thief stickers.
Yeah, what are
for the robbery. Remember,
That's nice. Yeah, Moose is the man. The man
He's a man
is
for
what
the
he
people,
does, and he's very, very good. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, I don't know what it is. I don't know why this Airbnb story will just not come out of my mouth and become a real thing. But I promise you, pinky swear, we're going to talk about 2 very creepy, bad Airbnb experiences next on Senning Show as we make way for John's Joints at 3 o'clock with Drew Garabo. Don't go anywhere. More Senning Show on the way. Change is always happening. It is part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. You've heard a song, it gets rewritten. They remix the classics. Bands and artists come and go. Even your personal taste in music might change. But no matter how things change in 5 years, there's one thing that'll stay the same, and that is the price of your internet. Xfinity is now introducing a 5-year price guarantee lock-in. If you've had to pay any bills really at all over the past however many years, there's a good chance it's gone up, but not with Xfinity. It means you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with the best equipment included for a price that will stay exactly the same. Well, if you're surprised, congratulations. Life's going to be full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more right now at Xfinity.com/deals. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Are you looking for quality fencing material but not sure where to start? Fence Outlet has everything from wood to aluminum, vinyl, and chain link. They even have fence-in-a-box starter packages that contain everything for the average backyard. Consult with a knowledgeable Fence Outlet representative and they'll help you get started today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
Summer tastes better at Hooters. Buffalo shrimp, tacos, Big Daddy beer mugs, and ice-cold buckets. All at special prices all season long. Make your next move to Hooters. 11 locations in Tampa Bay. Go to originalhooters.com for one near you.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
During the month of July, Renewal by Anderson of Tampa and Sarasota has a huge summer sale. You buy 4 windows or doors, you get the 5th for free. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Renewal by Anderson. Go to bestwindowsflorida.com. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Superior products, exceptional service.
Hot in your house? Superheat Air and Plumbing, powered by the experts at ABC, has your back. Get a $29 AC system check, working or not. If it needs a fix, that $29 rolls into the repair. Fast, pro service, same day. Go to superheatandair.com.
At Bernetti PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. You can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
The heat is on, and when the heat is on, your AC is on. And when the AC is on, your money is gone. But Solar Bear has a better way to cool down your bills. Go solar now and get 12 months with 0 power payments. That's a full year of energy on the house, literally and figuratively. Solar Bear is Florida's trusted solar company, locally owned, going 10 years strong, and backed by thousands of 5-star reviews. Stop letting the power company cash in on your summer, and more importantly, stop renting your power from the power companies. Call Solar Bear or visit solarbear.com and own your power before prices rise again.
My name is attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
Summertime is here, and so is the Kia Summer Sales Event. Wherever you plan your summer vacation, make Crown Kia your first stop. Drive a new Kia K4, just $219 a month, or a new Kia Sportage with special low 1.9 APR. Test drive your new Kia today at Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-511-3535. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-511-3535. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-511-3535. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-511-3535. 800-511-3535.
Neutral presents the Bone Summer Beach Bash, an entire weekend of everything Bone. July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Petersburg. The Mike Calta Show, JP, Senning Show, and Drew Garabo Live will be there all weekend to hang out with our Bone fam. For all the fun and details, head to theboneonline.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
1, 2.
You know, I'm not an easily offendable man. I take nothing personal. I try to just not give an F when I can. It's what's best. The art of not giving an F, that's what they say. But when I heard, and I have to say, I don't know if I'm more upset with him or if I'm more upset with you for just sitting there in the cut and not speaking up. But when I heard JP say today, is Puffy even an artist? Does he even have songs?
He said that?
It hurt me deeply. He said all he does was hop on other people's stuff. And I wanted in that moment to send him the legendary No Way Out album from 1997 and say, well, what's this then, buddy? What's this, Buster? What's this, bucko?
Back when Biggie was writing for it.
Exactly. Well, somebody was writing for somebody. Some will say that people in my circle say Puffy wrote all Biggie's rhymes.
Shut up.
I don't want to give my sources, but real quick, Bubble Down Car Wash, the greatest car wash in the whole wide world. The long wash tunnels, I love talking about them because that means you're going to have a cleaner car. The spacious vacuums, so you're not bumping into the person cleaning their car next to you, and the staff always make for an amazing experience. And now in the summer months, especially the last couple of weeks, we're getting rain every afternoon. That's going to dirty up your car. There are bugs, there are birds, there's pollen all the time, which means you need to think about the unlimited membership plan that will have you covered always. If you go unlimited, that means whenever your car is not up to par, well, that's a good rhyme I just made. Yeah. Whenever your car is not up to par, go through your local Bubble Down and you'll be good to go. They've got locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor. Next week, I'm going to start giving the information on a brand new Bubble Down location. Hopefully, it will be near you. Get into your local Bubble Down today. You will have the cleanest car in town every time. You Bull down. So I've shared a story in the past, and I don't want to totally relive it because we were short on time, and I've told it a million times on the air, of a creepy Airbnb that we found ourselves in Macon, Georgia, where we got there late in the night. There was a weird scenarios that had to do with the guy ordering us a pizza. It was just a weird thing. And when we eventually got in, it was, first of all, disgustingly dirty. And secondly, there was an area of the house with a ladder up to an area where you could see people living above you and they could see down. So through all of those things, we spent about 10 to 15 minutes in the Airbnb, and we decided immediately for multiple different reasons, probably the biggest being it seemed as if there was a direct pathway for people to see and or get into the Airbnb. And here's the thing. I love Airbnbs. We stayed in one a couple weeks ago that was immaculate. It was beautiful, and I have no reason to believe there was anything nefarious going on. My thing is we have stories like the ones we're going to talk about, and people find things, and they find out they're being recorded. But with all of the technological advancement in this world, if there's one that people are finding out about, from my perspective, there's probably 1,000 or more where the person has done a really good job at hiding those cameras to be able to watch you doing whatever the hell you may be doing. Now, this story, I'm going to play the audio from the news story out of Scottsdale, Arizona. This guy, he was within the realm of trying to be tricky about what he was doing, but these Airbnb guests had an eye, and they found out what he was up to.
I looked at my wife and I said, "That's a damn video camera," and she thought I was crazy and said I was paranoid.
Elliot Young, his wife, and 2 teen sons flew to Scottsdale, Arizona for MLB spring training, rest, and relaxation last year. But Young says after unpacking and lying down, the smoke detector right over the bed made him uneasy.
And it's interesting because I think a lot of people, and this can be utilized in so many different situations, they don't have that mind that thinks something like that is even possible. You know what I mean? It's not to connect it to all the things we've talked about today, but when you think about ghosts or you think about Bigfoot or you think of other things that are, paranormal in a sense, so many people will explain it away in their mind. Like if you're in your bed at night, I would say 90% of people, if they hear a thud, they hear a bump, they hear what they think sounds like somebody moving around, they go, "That's the ice maker." It's the pipes. Like their brain doesn't operate in a way where you think those things may be a reality. Now this is a reality, but I think a lot of people, just like this guy's wife, he goes, "That smoke detector doesn't look right." A bunch of people would go, "You're insane.
Yeah, you're paranoid.
You're absolutely paranoid." And they just don't think or appreciate the fact that there are real weirdos out there that would do that. And luckily he happened to be one of the ones that do.
He tells Channel 7 after a Google search the next morning, he found the exact same smoke detector with a hidden camera online.
Yeah, so they show a screenshot, why they're selling these. I guess maybe some people do need hidden cameras for good reasons.
Could just be to watch your kids.
It could be. But then if it was just to do that,
get a nanny cam.
Yeah, or just have cameras up in your house. But again, there probably are legitimate reasons.
Catch a girl cheating.
That smoke detector, hidden camera, 1080p quality, battery, Wi-Fi, night vision. That is a real smoke detector that appears to be available on Amazon. Not that I'm telling you to go get it.
Why?
It's just about this.
And it was Wi-Fi accessible.
He put the SD card into the computer to try and remove images of him and his wife. After viewing all of the triple X rated clips.
Free porn.
What if it's streamed to a computer? What if he's accessing this, watching us, remotely, which prompted me calling the police. And then they said that somebody would be in contact with us in a few days.
We got to work. I called the Airbnb communications department. I also reached out to Scottsdale police in Arizona. Airbnb sent over this statement. It reads in part, quote, "Hidden cameras have always been and will always be banned on Airbnb. We supported the guests and suspended the host from the platform last year, and we stand ready to assist law enforcement."
If you're a criminal, if you have a criminal mindset to put a camera above a bed, and what would keep them from photographing an area of the house geared towards children?
The thing is that, in the porno world, like voyeurism is a thing. Like there are people that absolutely get their rocks off to the idea of people not knowing that they're watching. So, when it comes to how paranoid are you to think this is happening, I don't think you have to be very paranoid to think that a guy has a nice house, he's an absolute creep, puts up a hidden cam, and then he's, getting his nut every night by watching what's going on. And clearly this camera had been recording people having sex in that bed on many different occasions. And I don't think this guy, I don't believe this guy has been charged with anything yet.
What?
Yeah.
Well, Scottsdale police sent over a statement. This one reads in part that, quote, their short-term rental department cited the homeowner for vacation rental license required and vacation rental failure to respond to emergency. They're also calling this a civil violation since the original male who found the SD cards is not on the videos. He was not a victim of the surreptitious recording.
You know, it makes me suspicious to stay anywhere, not just at an Airbnb or anywhere outside of my home. You know, I feel like you're always being watched.
So that's wild. So since there was nothing bad of him on the video, he's not technically a victim. I mean, would it be that crazy for the police to then try and, I mean, all that information is there. You don't think if the police worked with Airbnb that they would be able to find the people who booked there last and then were on the video having sex? Because what would you, from a realistic standpoint, need a camera right above a bed in your Airbnb for? That is clearly on and recording at all times.
I think that's why Airbnb came out and it's like, look, we're going to work with law enforcement.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. They could just run back the receipts and be like, well, this one has the same timing as the timestamp on the video, so it has to be these people.
Well, it was wild because we, in that bad Airbnb experience we had, Airbnb was super hesitant to give us the money back. Like, they didn't really, we ended up getting it, I think, months and months later, but he stayed on Airbnb, and we would, from time to time, to go back and look at the reviews, many reviews of, which made it even creepier, of people just saying we felt like we were being watched, or that the guy was creepy in this way or whatever it was. And to think, I would believe if you're Airbnb, you just cut your losses. And if there's a 2% chance that this guy is doing that, you go, we got plenty of houses that we're renting. We're making our money. We don't need to dabble in a world where there may be somebody doing something nefarious. And the other one that was kind of an accompaniment to this was another Airbnb. And this was wild because it's a shower. It was a multi-level building, and the shower had a skylight. So when you look up, it's not just up to the sky. There are windows from the upper level that look down into the shower, which, I mean, you know, people were saying, and I think even the authorities said they didn't think that if people were even up there that they'd be able to get a good view. But when you see the pictures, you just look up and there's just windows right at the top of the shower. That's a little more bold if your game is to just post up at that window and watch ladies shower. But we trust people. We trust Airbnb. People rent them. They get in there. And I don't want to say you take on that risk a little bit, but you kind of do. If you're going to go stay in a stranger's home, being recorded and having that creepy person lingering around is very much in the possibility of what could happen to you.
When I went last to an Airbnb, it was like, I don't know, 2021, 2022. It was for my birthday. We went away to what's the? I always ask you this.
Wikiwachi?
No. Sugar Shack just had another.
Bonita Springs.
Bonita Springs. We went to Bonita Springs. Beautiful beaches. And when we were in the room, and we were like getting, well, not even in the room, we were in the family room. We were getting kind of frisky. I couldn't shake the fact that we're being watched. I go, we're being watched right now.
Yeah.
The girl's like, you're tripping.
Yeah.
There's nothing here. I go, the vent or something has a camera. I just feel it. And we couldn't get past that. Like, I was like, I'm not doing anything right here. We got to maybe go into the bedroom. I don't know. We're probably being watched there, too.
We stayed at one in New Smyrna Beach that wasn't, I wouldn't say that I felt like I was being watched, but they didn't really promote it properly. And we were there for one night. We were just in and out for a concert. But we thought it was like a standalone unit. We pull up to a house, a full-blown family house. There's kids in the front yard. There's toys everywhere. And then you legit just walk to the side of the house, and it was like a detached room. And the wall that they put up between us and their actual house was barely a wall at all. It was like, it was cardboard or, what is that? It was just bored, pretty much.
Yeah. You sneeze, and they're like, bless you.
Well, so, like, we woke up that next morning. Dude, I'm hearing the kids' full-blown conversation. Like, I'm hearing, what do you want for breakfast? I mean, clear as day, you're hearing this family live their life. And you kind of take your own life into your own hands in a bunch of different ways when you go Airbnb. But when you find a good one, it's nice.
That being said, if you can't make it to the beach bash and get a room, get an Airbnb.
Exactly. Everything will be fine. And if you drink enough at the beach bash and Uber back, you won't even know that people are watching you when you get there. Do not go anywhere. Drew Garabo joins us next. Dizzy is going to head out. Make sure that he is well for the next exciting few days. I want to spend some time when Drew gets in here, because I heard him talking about it yesterday, talking about the most recent comments, the post on social media, and his words that being our president, regarding Jeffrey Epstein and how that is now, if you didn't know, that is a left-wing hoax that is being perpetrated, according to our president. We'll talk about that and a bunch of other interesting stuff, including a new phenomenon that scientists are finding with chimps that you got to hear to believe. Coming up next in John's Joints. Feel better, buddy. Not that you don't feel better already, but
I appreciate
tomorrow's
it,
going to be a better day. Hawkins Home Services. I love this company because they've done great work in my home, and I truly trust them. They really do handle it all under one roof. Rather than having to go through the yellow pages or Google and find different companies to handle HVAC work, plumbing work, electrical work, even pool repairs and generator maintenance, one call really does handle it all. And they've got tons of guarantees. They're going to make sure you're covered no matter what, and they're running specials constantly. Right now, keep that AC system running primo. You don't want it to fail on you right as we're in the dead of summer. $69 AC tune-ups. Yes, just $69. And you can get a free duct sanitizing with any duct cleaning. If it's your first time using Hawkins, you can get that 10% bone discount. Give them a call today, 813-445-8209, and always online at hawkinsserviceco.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
We're trying not to lose our heads.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone and Neutral are sending you to see one of the biggest bands of this or any generation. Oasis. Live in California. Oasis. Head to theboneonline.com now for the locations of QR code posters near you. Scan the QR code on the poster and you can score a flyaway to see Cage the Elephant open for Oasis in California, including airfare and tickets. And that's not all. You also get a pair of front row tickets to see Cage the Elephant at the Baycare Sound Clearwater on September 17th. Don't wait. Visit theboneonline.com now to find the location nearest you to register. From 102.5 The Bone and Neutral, keep it tasty.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Senning here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
The Big One sales event is on at Sun Toyota. Get a new RAV4, $219 a month. Go big and save big on new RAV4. $219. Yes, $219 a month. The Big One sales event is underway. Get a new RAV4 now, only $219 a month. Make it Sun Toyota and make it happen. List tax, title, pre-delivery service fee of $1,298. Private tag agency fee of $189. Electronic registration filing fee $598. New 2025 RAV4 model $4430. Lease $219 for 36 months. $6,904 down plus first month's payment and $695 acquisition fee. No security deposit required and approved credit from SCTF. Offer expires July 31st, 2025.
And a lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, I'm usually much more active, but since I've been in pain, I've had to limit the activities I'm doing.
You're listening to Janelle, arch support specialist at the Good Feet store.
He came in and he wanted to be able to keep up, play sports with his kids. From there, we figure out which arch supports complement those activities. I fit him with the arch supports, and as I followed up with him, he's messaged me and said, I took my kids to the park today. We're walking, we're exercising, riding the bikes, and those are all things that he wasn't doing before because he was in pain.
For over 25 years, the Good Feet store's arch support specialists have been helping folks to live the life they love without foot, knee, hip, or back pain getting in the way.
Our goal is to have that long-term change for them. That's what's most important, is knowing that you leave an impact on someone's life. And I like that.
Try them for yourself. Stop in for a free personalized fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
John Senning here for the Cava Social Club in downtown Bradenton, an absolute gem. If you're looking for the ultimate night out, look no further than Wednesday karaoke night. Trust me when I say it is the best karaoke experience around, featuring an amazing sound and lighting system that's going to make you feel like a superstar. Even if you don't hit all those notes, you're going to look fantastic on that big, beautiful stage. It's all about having fun, and the energy is absolutely contagious. All participants are invited on stage together for group sing-alongs. It's the perfect way to get everyone involved, and anyone who knows me knows my love for the 90s, so their 90s at 9 is my favorite hour of music, and it always delivers. But that's not all. Kava Social Club is the freshest kava and kratom teas to keep your vibes high while you sing your little heart out. So why wait? Join me for one of the liveliest events and an unforgettable time. Check them out at kavasocialclub.com and on all social media at Kava Social Club for all the latest updates. And I'll see you there. Boola, baby!
To really appreciate the value of International Diamond Center, you need to go back more than 4 decades when owner Keith LeClaire used to supply diamonds to upscale jewelry stores. He was a trusted source for the most exquisite diamonds and fine jewelry. But then Keith decided to start selling those amazing diamonds straight to the public. He opened IDC and changed the game in jewelry retailing by offering hand-selected, dazzling diamonds at no middleman pricing. Today, IDC dominates the Florida jewelry scene with stores in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, Sarasota, Orlando, Naples, Gainesville, and on the Treasure Coast. This is a powerhouse jeweler with the largest selection of natural diamonds, unbeatable value pricing, a 100% buyback guarantee, all the top names in bridal design, no commission salespeople, and an incredible reputation for honesty and transparency. For those moments that define your love and your relationship, IDC is the go-to place. The first and only official jeweler of the Gators. International Diamond Center. Get locations and learn more at shopidc.com.
Downtown St. Pete got a whole lot thirstier. It's the grand opening of Thirsty First at our new location on Central Avenue. Catch the UFC fights, cruise through a DJ, or relax in the upstairs VIP lounge. There's something for everyone. Come check out our new vibe. You're gonna love it. Thirsty First.
Don't miss the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with 0 down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. With approved credit, 36 monthly, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at Sonic plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Imagine clutching your chest, gasping for air. A heart attack strikes without warning. Your loved ones panic, powerless to help. Your life changes forever or ends in a single terrifying moment. Mike Calta here for Lifeguard Imaging. That's why I've been telling you for years, get scanned. Heart disease claims millions of lives annually, often with no symptoms. Don't let that be your story. You could feel fine today while deadly plaque builds in your arteries or cancer silently grows inside you. And by the time you notice, it may be too late. It doesn't have to end this way. Lifeguard Imaging's high-accuracy CT scans detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer, often before symptoms ever appear, giving you the chance to take action and do something about it. A 5-minute scan can mean the difference between life and death, between years with your family or a preventable tragedy. Don't wait for symptoms or pain. Take control before it's too late and take the guesswork out of your health. Right now, when you join Lifeguard Imaging's Legacy program, you'll get a second membership for 50% off. Give it to your spouse, your sibling, your best friend, or someone you just want to protect. Trust me, the peace of mind is priceless. Visit lifeguardimaging.com today. The scariest thing you can do is nothing at all. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
How can you and your family bowl for only $2 per game per person for up to 5 players? Simple. The Pin Chasers Family Pass. It's only $18.99 plus tax per adult, and it gives you $2 bowling for the whole family. Download the Pin Chasers Extra app. Go to pinchasers.net to reserve your lane and check out nightly specials.
Bowling, food, and fun at Pin Chasers.
This hour of Senning Show is brought to you by Hawkins Service Co. One call handles it all.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
Hey, Mr. Sambo, it's slow. Come perform for the summer. I book a new room cause they shut down the other. So grab your things in jam for $1. The people love banging when I don't check the cover. So I'm reluctant to accept.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. You know, this man joins the fray every single day. With me and Dizzy, he helps us burn it down. But today, a full-blown Jadida reunion in the 3 o'clock hour as our man Diz goes to make sure that he does not have a rampant virus or disease running through his body ahead of Beach Bash. Ladies and gentlemen, he will be the man hosting karaoke poolside on Saturday afternoon at the Beach Bash. Drew Garabo in the building.
Hey, what's up today?
Dude, so are we at liberty to say that you've been conversing a little bit with the karaoke people and that you're all on the same page and you're excited for the Cutwater karaoke that will be poolside? What time does it start on Saturday?
I'm not sure. She said 5 today, but I think it's 6.
I thought I was going to say 6. So
yeah, maybe we'll get it going early.
Get it going a little bit early. Now, I did see on your social media, and I couldn't tell if it was 100% real. Are we going to get a banner made with banned songs that will be on it, or is that just playful?
Well, no, there will be no banner, but no, it's not playful. I will be telling you, this lady does karaoke in a really unique way. You scan a QR code.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and then the song lists pop up, and then you enter your name, you enter the song, and you digitally enter the cue. But I will be looking at the songs you people pick. And if you do American Pie, no, nobody wants to hear that. Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood, no.
Is that I saw that on your list. I didn't. I can see you also are far more versed modern day in what's going on in the karaoke world. Is that that's very much in the same category where overdone, overplayed, ladies are having a couple pops and then getting scorned about an ex-lover and doing a little Carrie Underwood?
Yeah, and look, I love female empowerment and I love Carrie Underwood on American Idol, but nobody needs to hear that song again in karaoke.
Have you thought about, and I don't know if you want to go this far, have you thought about talking to the KJ Professional lady and giving her a list of banned songs that she can just black out from the offerings? Because I bet you if she's controlling the list, she could pull anything. She can pull anything off the list.
That's a great idea. I may do that. In fact, I'm going to do that. A buddy of mine, D, who I just found out is coming to the weekend, does karaoke out at Caliente, and he wanted to do Red Clay Strays.
Oh.
And so I pulled it up, and she's got that Red Clay Strays song. So, yeah, that's allowed.
Which one? Do you know which one it is?
Yeah, it's that popular one.
She comes from Silver Spoon.
Is the word wonderful in that title? Is wild, wonderful? Oh, gosh, stand by. D wanted to do Red Clay Strays, Wondering Why.
I think that is the one I'm thinking
Wondering Why.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one.
Damn, do you think the guy's got the pipes to pull this off?
I've seen him sing. He did the voice contest at the karaoke, and yes, he's very good.
These guys are headlining one of those nights for that St. Pete Country Fest as well. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
It is, and one of my old school new wave friends, Renee, loves Red Clay Strays. She's flying away to see him.
Really?
I think this weekend, yeah.
It is so weird how these people that are so inherently real country can't make it to a country radio station. I think that says a lot about it's almost like two genres now.
Yeah.
You have this other world of country, and then you have the country that will be played on the radio. And I mean, these guys are country to the core as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And I don't know that they've been played on a country station in this town.
How about the selection of songs from the Insane
God.
Clown Posse?
Dude, I've been spending far too much time thinking about the songs or song, because I know a lot of people are going to want to sing, and I don't want to be a part of that KJ takeover that can happen from time to time.
Oh, take it over, baby.
But I just don't know what direction to go, because I have some songs that I like to sing that are sappy, and nobody wants to hear that poolside. So I'm thinking, do I go with some Kid Rock? Do I go? I'll tell you, the song I was thinking about, it might as well be on your band list. And it's not a song that I've done recently, but I used to sing it all the time when I was a kid.
What's that?
Friends in Low Places.
I wouldn't ban that one. That's
it's on the line, though.
It is on the line, but Garth Brooks is so beloved universally that you can't ban it.
Yeah, and there are some other Garth big songs that I thought might hit, but I feel like I need to find the song that's the perfect mix of a song I want to sing that will also be a song that people know and would actually like to hear. I mean, I keep Wagon Wheel in the back pocket.
You do it so well.
Which might be fun, but I'm very excited. I think it's just going to be so fun to see the people, and then I know probably almost everybody from the station is going to want to do a song. So I think that's going to be a sleeper hit of the weekend, getting everybody. And at that point, let's be honest, people will probably been hanging by the pool for hours on end, and it will be the perfect kind of karaoke, which is loosey-goosey.
Yeah, and I told her that there are going to be a lot of Bone personalities who are going to be coming along so we can bump like people in the queue, just understand. And Sarah and I have wanted to do a song in karaoke that no one has for years. This lady has it. We're going to do it for the very first time.
Dude,
can't tell you what it is.
She's got an insane... I mean, the fact that you showed me that, and she has, what was it, 5, 6 different ICP songs, and some of them are deep cuts. Some of them are songs that I personally did not even know existed. So it's very interesting to think about what powers the karaoke options on different platforms.
How come you never told me that Insane Clown Posse has a song with ODB and who else? Who's the other?
The Jerky Boys.
Oh my God, what is that all
That is
about?
about as sweet a sweet spot for you as humanly possible. There's so much in the catalog, man. There's so many things you would probably find in there that you wouldn't even believe if you actually found it.
It's gonna be a fun day, and I heard your projections for the crowd. Man, it's going to be a great weekend.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the one unknown. It's going to be packed. There will be a lot of people, but will we be around that, oh, wow, this is packed line, or will it be, oh, my God, look at all these people line? And I think it's going to be a great time either way. I was talking to, the powers that be today about Sky Beach and how they are going to be quadruple staffed, and hopefully the drinks are flowing fast, and the people that need to get food when they need to get food will be able to do it, because it is going to be... It's going to be wild. And I said it earlier, we're like in this weird purgatory of radio right now, where undeniably everything is just leading to getting to Sky Beach and the Beach Bash. But we're pushing through the best we can.
I offered your Friday guest Danielle $20 cash money if she would judge the bikini contest in her tilted kilt uniform.
See, I thought about, I didn't have I'm glad you asked that, because mine was going to be one step further. And there was just no way that I could bring myself to ask her, because people wear bikinis to the beach.
Of course they do.
It is a horny and inappropriate request to make, but I was going to text her and just be like, well, what if you wore a bikini? But that's how there's no way for that to hit. With you guys are more established in time, where I feel like you can ask her or say anything and it will hit just right, where I just am not ready to go, hey, how about you throw on a bikini? A little itty bitty bikini.
She left me on red. So
oh, she did?
Maybe we don't have that great of a relationship.
Yeah. I wonder if that's still around.
No, I don't think it is. I think she borrowed it from a girl and did not keep it, but I need to see that picture again.
It's got to be living somewhere. It's living on social media somewhere. It might take a minute to be found. I'm surprised it doesn't pop up on a memory somewhere along the line for you on Facebook.
I'm surprised too. Did you see that attached to the hotel there's like a really elite coffee roasting place?
Oh, Paradiso. Yeah. They're out of St. Pete. That's a legit coffee place.
Dude, I will tell you, I'm excited about a lot this weekend. Getting a cup of coffee there, even though our voucher doesn't cover it, I am all over that.
It's interesting. Oh, so they must be like a standalone business. Like they're there running that coffee shop. It is interesting also. I don't know how much you've studied the layout and the map, but from what I can tell, there's the main resort that kind of surrounds everything, and then there's the beach, and then there's kind of I don't want to call it a pier, but there's like an area that walks down to the marina, and it's like a detached second part of the resort, and I think that's where our rooms are, which because the marina's right there.
Yeah,
so I think the marina area is going to be, I think it's called the Point. I've already said too much. What am I doing? But but yeah, it's going to be It's going to be a spectacle. That's all there is to it.
Dude, as long as the weather is beautiful like it is right now, I think we're going to have a great weekend.
I think this will be gone. But to be honest with you, I didn't think this was going to be happening today.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's this whole thing online, mostly TikTok, which will make you lose your mind if you scroll long enough. And I kind of agree with it, though, where they said, and this is not any indictment on our meteorologists because I believe that they're the best in the world. It's bigger than that. Where it just says, does anybody feel like nobody can actually predict the weather in Florida anymore? And I don't know if it was ever spot on all the time. And there were people saying that this summer there are less weather balloons because of the cuts to the National Weather Service that's making it so hard. But these people are just like sharing screenshots of 0% chance rain. It's going to rain. 90% chance of rain. It doesn't rain. And it's just like yesterday. They put forth those flood advisories for our area.
Yeah.
And I heard you and Mo talking about it. Everybody was expecting that same round of terrifying flooding storms. They never came.
Never.
We got some storms in the middle of the night. But like by the time I left and I heard you guys talking about it, I looked at the radar and I looked at everything and said 0 chance until 1 o'clock in the morning. And maybe it's just the way storms roll in. But there is something to not ever really knowing what the weather is going to do anymore.
It's always been kind of a joke with TV meteorologists. You don't have to be right all the time. You don't even have to be right half the time. But this summer, for whatever reason, to your point, the most inexact weather forecasts I've ever seen in my life.
Well, and you just look at, I forget, there was another one. Maybe it was in North Carolina. We're now seeing the fact that people died up in Jersey on the Parkway. It's one of those things where I don't know if it's worth connecting all of the dots across the country. Some people would probably tell you it's global warming, which at this point, I don't know. I'm not going to argue with you because it feels like we're seeing record-breaking weather events constantly. But, I mean, you had the stuff in Texas. They reflooded. You had the stuff in New Jersey. You had it in North Carolina. You had it in Georgia. You had it in New Mexico. Like, when 1,000-year floods are happening all around the country simultaneously, it is like, well, what is okay, everything's fine, I guess.
Question for you, because you have a weather background. The 1,000-year flood term, I just read yesterday, doesn't mean that it happens only once 1,000 years. It means that there's a 1 in 1,000.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, and a lot, it can. And I think that's why it's confusing, because it can mean that. And sometimes it is that, but it doesn't guarantee that it means that. Those pictures out of New York City, and we didn't hear about people drowning or dying, so I don't know that it got that bad. But it absolutely looked like what is that ride? The ride when they were on the subway and the water starts rushing in. Was that a Disney ride?
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, that was the great movie ride at MGM Studios.
Yeah. Dude, it looked like that. Like these people are on a subway train, and I guess that water must just find its way out. There's drainage systems. But if I'm in that subway car and that water is pouring in like that, I am crapping my pants.
Oh, yeah. By the way, not related to anything we're talking about. Your boy Andrew Santino, he belongs on a golf course. Dude. I saw a video with him and Charlie Day. That dude's a fine golfer.
Dude, he's the best, man. I love him. Between him and Bobby Lee, I think they've got one of the funniest back and forths in all of comedy.
Totally.
And because of him on Dave and because I love that podcast, I'll pretty much – so he's got another one called Whiskey Ginger that's just him and a guest normally. And now he's got the what is it, Only Bad Lies? Or
yeah,
is that what it is?
No Bad Lies.
No Bad Lies.
Yeah.
Where he's golfing with different people.
Yeah.
And he just seems like a good dude.
He really does.
He's just smarmy enough and smart-ass enough, and he's very endearing.
If this smarmy line of unbearable is right here, Andrew Santino is here. Andrew Schultz is here.
Oh, it's so crazy because it's funny you bring him up because years ago, I remember I think he had a special that was maybe on Netflix or YouTube, and I watched him and I go, dude, this guy gets it. This guy's funny in a way that not a lot of people are being funny. And as he's kind of rose to prominence and his clips get shared everywhere, I could just not vibe with the guy. I can't watch 5 seconds of him. And I don't know what to attribute that to, but he's in that group. He's in the Rogan verse, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But he just he's one of the hardest to watch when it comes to his clips or even to his stand-up now. And it is. He's just schmarmy.
So schmarmy.
I was going to tell you something we were talking about. Oh, so you know that there was a period of time where I was really speaking out about my disdain for New York City and not ever really wanting to go there.
Yeah.
And I have that. There's nothing that could really get me there.
Right.
And I think I told you a couple months ago there was a chance I was going to go. I'm not going. But Danielle is going to be in New York City all next week. And it's become a bit of contention.
Oh, why?
It's I don't know. I need to shut my mouth. And I hope she's not listening because she'll be mad that I even brought it up.
What?
So she's being, for her job, she's going to a thing that is essentially celebrating her and a small handful of people at a very large event in New York City.
Okay.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
And of course, I am proud of her, and it is unbelievable.
Yeah.
But I hate the fact that she's going to New York City without me. Not because I don't want to be away from her. She goes on work trips all the time.
Right.
She's been to, Utah. She goes to Virginia all the time. She's been on trips all over the country for work. Do not have a problem with her going on work trips. There is just something, and it's probably just my negative feelings about New York City that I'm not grasping well or dealing with it well, that she's going to be in New York City for a week without me.
Would you consider going up there for a day or two?
I don't think I could pull it off. I don't
Okay.
think. At this point, we're talking about a 4-day turnaround. So, I mean, I'm going to be here on Monday. Obviously, we all have to be here on Monday because Monday is going to be the mecca of talking about whatever the hell happens to all of us over the weekend.
Right.
And then, it could be possible, and maybe that would ease the pain a little bit. But, we were talking about it initially, and then I didn't. I could have gone. It was a +1 trip.
Yeah.
It was a +1 trip. And, obviously with Brody, at the time when she had to book it, they were telling us Brody was going to die in 2 days. So we were like, and still, I'm even the beach bash this weekend. Like, her mom's coming up to stay with him.
Good.
And I'm just watching him intently every second I'm at home. Like, don't fall off a cliff in the next 2 days. Like, don't fall off a cliff at all.
Right.
But God forbid we wake up Friday morning and it's like the day, or he just is in rough shape. That would be a rough weekend to get through.
If a couple is like on a once in a lifetime vacation, like in Europe or something like that, and 2 days in, they have a pet sitter for their beloved animal and their animal passes, do they continue the trip or do they go home?
It's tough because if the pet passes, you're just really getting home for the aftermath and everything. So I'm not really sure, but I will say, it is now getting to be, which is insane. We're coming up on 6 months from that day that I called you, and I essentially told you, I called you crying, and I said, I think I pretty much told you, like, it's over, like it's the day. It's been almost 6 months to the day since then, which is absolutely insane. And I don't know what to think about it. I don't know what's really going on. We've done everything we could and can constantly to make sure that he's good, but I didn't think this was an option on that day.
Right.
So we have this trip in September. We're going up to Michigan to see Zach Bryan at the Michigan at the Big House. Right. And I told her, I said, I'm so excited about this. Like, it is something that we cannot wait to do. But I told her yesterday, I said, we have to be prepared. Just mentally put it in the back of your mind. If we have to lose these tickets and we have to lose this Airbnb because something goes haywire the day before, like, we have to at least be mentally prepared for that possibility.
Right.
Not doom, I don't know what you call it, bringing doom to life or anything. But I just think having that little nugget in the back of your head, like, we're going to lose out on a bunch of money and it's not going to be good. So you don't have to cross that bridge the day that it gets there. But who knows? Hopefully the Miracle Man is still going strong. And
dude, 6 months ago, what would you have given to see him like in the robust state of health that you saw him up and when he was running around the Airbnb yard?
It's so wild, dude, because it's I was mortified of this day no matter what, the day whenever it comes. But I do feel like having that happen to us, like, put this whole new level of appreciation, like, on every day. And I mean, if you could have told me, like you just said on that day, well, we'll give you 6 more months and there'll be some pretty darn good times. There'll be some rough days, but there'll be some really good times. I wouldn't have believed that it was possible. So it's, just grateful. And, but still, I feel like it's looming in a weird way. Like, you're just always worried that the rug's going to get pulled out, and it will one day. And it's going to be a bad day. It's going to be a bad time. But,
since we've descended the staircase of morbidity.
Yeah, let's get into it.
I almost sent this to you before the show. I didn't know the right time to share this with you. I've never shared this with you. I've never shared this with anyone. When I first got admitted to the hospital, I got a pretty bad diagnosis. There's a marker in your blood that they look at, and I didn't know that I would be alive. I wrote a note out in my phone.
Oh my God.
And I can't do it here because I'll break down. I'll share it with you.
You want me to read it? We don't have to share it at all. And I'll probably break down too. But if you wanted to share it, if you wanted the words to be read, I would read them. But I don't want you to do anything you don't want to do.
I don't know what the right thing to do is, to be honest with you, because I wrote a note out, and there were several different sections, one about Xander, one about you, one about Sarah. And I read it just looking for something on my phone this morning, and I will tell you it's
brought you back more than most things do.
Yeah. And you talking about like not knowing if you're going to be alive, and I can't do it. We'll do it at some other time.
Yeah.
But it's just like talks about you and like how proud I was to have been a part of your growth and stuff, and it just kind of blows my mind that 3 years later we're sitting in this room.
How crazy is that?
Talking and I'm alive,
For 3 years. And that's also, I don't know what it feels like to you. I don't know if it feels like forever ago or if it feels like yesterday. And I think that's time in general, but it's so weird. I heard this thing because don't try to like dwell on those times, but I try to remember them.
Same.
And I feel like I never can. I feel like I can never remember like a specific day or a specific thing. And I watched a lady somewhere on social media or on a podcast there, they talk about people who have a hard time remembering things from certain times of their life. And it's an absolute fact that when you're going through things that are putting a certain amount of stress on your body and your mind, you don't remember. Your brain does not have the capacity to go, I'm feeling this way, and I'm also storing memories. Because when I try to think about it, people say it's a blur. It's really a blur. Like I remember some days and some moments and things like that. But it's just crazy that I think that's a real thing, that when you're, especially from your perspective, when all you're really thinking about is trying to stay alive, I don't think you can form memories the right way.
It's kind of like the way your mind gets your body to go into shock when you're in some sort of extreme pain. Your mind prevents you from having a vivid memory of what those moments were like when you felt like you were at death's door. It does seem like forever ago. And 3 years is a pretty long time. But this Friday, actually, as timing would have it, this Friday is the 3-year anniversary of my second bone marrow transplant.
Really?
Yeah,
oh man, talk about
day zero.
To be able, much like you said, could you imagine seeing what 6 months would look like after that day?
Right.
Imagine what 3 years looks like, where you'll be, flourishing in the best of ways, hosting karaoke, poolside, and all of that, and it's a miracle, and you're a miracle in a bunch of different ways, man.
Thanks, buddy. Wouldn't be here without you.
John's Joints, by the way, brought to you by marijuanadoctor.com. They've got 40 locations throughout the state of Florida, which hopefully means there's one near you. I can preach the word of the dispensaries out there, and I hope that sometime, if you don't have your card, you'll just go check out a Jungle Boys website, a Sunburn website, a True Leave, an Air, all these different places, and you go, damn, these prices are awesome. These products are blowing my mind. I need to get my card because I didn't really understand. Well, right now, Marijuana Doctor is offering savings that have never been offered before, with $30 off your initial certification. And it really is as easy as can be, and it comes same day. You'll go in, the staff will check you in after you've booked and used Bone 30. You'll meet with the doctor, usually not for a super long time. And then just a short time after your appointment, you will be certified, and you can go take advantage of all of the amazing discounts that are available at these dispensaries. So, for example, like Jungle Boys just opened on 4th Street. Everybody's been waiting for the day for them to come to St. Pete. Because I've never been there, I'm technically using a first-time patient discount. 25% off everything the first time that you go. 30% off the second time you go. It goes up, and you can utilize those specials at all the dispensaries once you get legit. Go now. It's marijuanadoctor.com. Use the code BONE30. Dude, the Jungle Boys is on they're just on a different wavelength.
Yeah.
Like, they really are. Like this one, and I don't mean it as a bad thing, it's just an efficient place. Like, you walk in, as soon as you walk in the door, there's a lady there, and the place is big enough for there to be a line up to the counter, and that is it. Like, that is absolutely it. But, yeah, dude, I got some different stuff from them last night.
Yeah.
And when I opened it up, I was, I think it's some of the best flour that I've seen in the state of Florida.
Oh, it makes me so happy. I know how you love flour, and every time I've been there, I'm like, man, you know what? John's going to love their freaking flour.
Yeah, and everybody's super nice. And I will say, for the most part, 95% of dispensaries across the state, I think people are super nice. Like, they're there to help. A lot of times it is people that are passionate about the plant that seek out working jobs like that. But I think Jungle Boys is a major upgrade for the scene in St. Pete. And the thing is, too, I love them, and I absolutely will be there a lot more. But there are other things I get from different places.
Sure.
So, like, to ramp up for this weekend, I made my stop at Jungle Boys. But I got to make another stop probably tomorrow morning at Sunburn, because I like the pre-rolls. So once you get your card, you'll figure all that out and be able to experience the greatness.
Oh, that's so funny, because I went to Curaleaf on my way in today, and then stopped at True Leave. And then tomorrow I think I'm hitting Air, and I also got to go to Sunburn.
It's interesting because they're I might have to do the same thing as well, because it's like I like the pre-rolls at Sunburn, but then Air has these little mints that I love so much that are just like 2.5 milli for a little snack at any point during the day. So I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to do the tour of dispensaries to make sure that we're well stocked for the bash.
I had a text hammered out to you in your first segment. That guy Mark that called, who asked very subtly if he could smoke out with you, and I had a text to you that said Mark smokes mids.
Yeah. It is funny because I've gotten a couple messages like that, and I don't know how you set the expectation, because I mean it is the idea of the whole thing is that everybody will be hanging out with us.
Sure.
But if you hear, we throw out a number like 1,500, or maybe it'll be a little less than that. Maybe it'll be 1,000. Let's say it's 800. Let's say it's 600. It will be tough for every person to get exactly what they're looking for. And I hope that we can do that with all of us from the station, and nobody's walking away feeling like they didn't get the interactions that they wanted. But that will be a tough one.
It will, and I know you are committed, and I'm also committed to meeting and talking to as many people as we can, but I think it's unavoidable that there will be people who have an expectation that just isn't met. Why am I like Shrek on that screen? Do you see that?
Oh, yeah, there's a definite yellow hue. If you're watching on wherever the hell people watch, on YouTube or Facebook, and you're wondering, did Drew catch the disease that Dizzy has as he was running out the door? He is not actually green and or yellow. He's a perfect olive skin tone right now, looking very healthy. Did it just get better?
Maybe.
No. You're still a little green.
It's not that easy being green. Where are you on AK?
Oh, damn. What was the last thing we saw last night? And we're speaking of Animal Kingdom, which if you're not watching it, watch it, because
TNT. Can you believe that?
Oh, yeah. Well, last night was the episode where Craig, which I'm finally starting to understand everybody's name, Craig had sex with his girlfriend in the cooler, but she was only doing that because. So let me ask you this question, and don't give me any spoilers.
Ren, yeah.
Did she think those guys were going to kill him, or was she in on them not killing him? Because I thought he was about to die, and it turns out he wasn't. So I couldn't tell if they lied to her or if she was in on the fact that he wasn't actually going to die.
I'm not sure. I think she wanted them to kill him.
Yeah,
I think she was
thought
that
so
mad.
too.
I mean, he stepped over her while she was ODing and stole her crap.
That's a rough look. I don't know if you see it when you look at him, dude, but that guy to me looks like In Shape Jake. My buddy Jake.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, he totally looks like In Shape Jake.
Hunky Jake.
And dude, like even that sex scene. Like that sex scene was wild. And there's been some super raunchy gay sex scenes.
Yeah.
And I thought it was on TBS or TNT, but as I watched it, I go, I don't think they put this stuff on TNT.
They must have edited it.
Yeah. It is, especially in that realm, like we've said, of that early 2000s, just bad but good TV. It is must watch. And everybody who has watched it loves it. My parents binged it, loved it. Danielle's parents binged it, loved it. We've started it. We haven't been into a show in forever, so it's filling a great void that is needed. And it sounds like, from what you're saying, that it just gets more and more out of control.
It does. We finished season 2 last night.
How many seasons are there? I keep meaning to look.
6,
Jesus.
I think. I know.
How are they going to do 6 seasons?
I don't know, because there's some insane stuff going on right now in season 2 with everybody.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Ellen Barkin's so damn good.
Is she from other things?
Yeah. She was in Sea of Love with Al Pacino. She's been in movies since like the late 70s.
So this isn't like the only thing she's ever done.
I don't think it's the only thing she's ever done, but I do think this is probably the biggest thing she's ever done so late in her career. I think she plays Smurf so great.
Yeah, it is really good. Some things, there are those things which I think is that, we'll call it the Sons of Anarchy element, where you just look at it and you go, what the hell is really going on? Like right now, the brother Baz is trying to work the girlfriend's dad.
Yeah.
And like they stole his briefcase and stuff. And I'm like, does this idiot not know that he just befriended an entire family of criminals the day that his house got raided? Like, what do you, and then the guy starts like asking him questions and telling him he's going to help him fix it. And any normal person would go, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, clearly you guys did this thing.
You want me to get your briefcase back? Oh, can you do that?
Yeah. We're like, oh yeah. Like, it didn't cross my mind that maybe you're behind stealing my briefcase.
It's no Breaking Bad.
No, not quite. But it fills a different type of hole in your heart.
Yeah.
It is it's a must watch. I will say that much.
For sure.
Don't go anywhere. I want to get into some real joints, and I wanted to I was envious, and I loved the conversation you guys had about the Epstein list. Well, even since you guys had your conversation, Trump has said more, and he released a very, very long post on social media. And to me, this is one of the most blatant episodes of a politician telling you not to believe something that is right before your very eyes that I think I've ever seen in my entire life. I want to play the audio, read the post, dig into it a little bit, and then before we get out of here, I'm hoping you haven't seen it yet, the finding that scientists have made regarding what chimpanzees are doing. It has to do with accessories, possibly a fashion statement, and their butts.
I love what I'm hearing.
I'll tell you about all that. We'll do it next with more John's Joints on Senning Show. But first, we love spreading the word of our good buddy, Jeff Borum.
Yep, we do.
There are so many things about Jeff Borum that we love. I could go on for days and days.
But he won't, because I'm going to tell you that Jeff Borum's the guy who can tell you what your home is worth right now without you even listing it. How does he do it? It's right there on his website. Jeff Borum.
You know, falling in love and getting married should be something that is filled with nothing but wedded bliss and happy memories that you'll make for a lifetime. But for some people, if you've been living apart, you've got multiple properties, it might mean selling 2 houses and buying a new one, and that is inevitably a little stressful. But not when you go with Team Borum, because they harness those moments to make sure that you don't have to stress about a thing, and those times in your life will be nothing but joyful when you go with Team Borum.
Team Borum, powered by eXp Realty. With Jeff, you've got options. He'll buy your home, sell your home, or rent your home, and there's no risk. He'll let you out of the contract at any time. Trust the guy that we trust, Jeff Borum. Team Borum, Borham. Google it now. You can be packing tonight. Thank you.
Keep it locked to the bone. More Senning Show on the way.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Around a 10-minute backup still. Howard Franklin northbound into Tampa. Earlier crash with partial right lane blockage. Back stop and go to the hump. Looks like the Courtney Campbell Causeway and Gandy bridges into Tampa. Seeing more volume due to detours. But the Howard isn't too bad, though. Cleared that earlier crash around Ashley Drive, 275 north. So standard delays now in Tampa with 75 south the exception to that earlier crash with crews still on the scene. Approaching Sims Road. Back still to 301. Keep an eye on 41 north and south approaching Madison Avenue as well. This is Eric at the Farah Traffic Center.
Ready, aim, drone. Join All-American Gunslingers in Newport Richey Saturday, July 26th for the first ever indoor drone shoot with Lightwing. Prizes, raffles, and fun. This is a ticketed event. Get yours at aagunslingers.com.
Save time and money with a PVC fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $2,140. Go to fenceoutlet.com for more information and store locations. License number C10252 and C10803.
Sig Sauer Day is back this Saturday, July 19th at Shark Coast Tactical. SIG is the leading developer of subguns, ARs, and suppressors. If you're a SIG owner or you want to become one, Shark Coast always has the best inventory around. You do not want to miss SIG Day this Saturday, July 19th. The shop is open, slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, but open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. Shark Coast Tactical is on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media. Get in there for SIG Day and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Don't miss the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with 0 down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. With approved credit, 24 monthly, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at Sonic plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
The Big One sales event is on at Sun Toyota. Get a new RAV4, $219 a month. Go big and save big on new RAV4, $219. Yes, $219 a month. The Big One sales event is underway. Get a new RAV4 now, only $219 a month. Make it Sun Toyota and make it happen. List tax, title, pre-delivery service fee of $1,298. Private tag agency fee of $189. Electronic registration filing fee $588. New 2025 RAV4 model $4430. Lease $219 for 36 months. $6,904 down plus first month's payment and $695 acquisition fee. No security deposit required and approved credit from SETF. Offer expires July 31st, 2025.
Have you been to the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino? New members of Unity by Hard Rock receive receive 50% off at the Fresh Harvest Buffet, plus receive a limited edition t-shirt and up to $200 on them. And at the Hard Rock, they match your tier. Show your premier tier card from select competitor casinos for an opportunity to match your tier with the equivalent Unity by Hard Rock tier. And there's always something happening. Wrangler giveaway, Harley Davidson drawing, and a $20,000 blackjack tournament on the July 30th. Stop by and win at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
My name is attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
Worried about market losses? If headlines are keeping you up at night, it's time to take control. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know you've worked hard to save. But in times like these, what if can turn into what now? If you're planning to retire or are in retirement, you need a strategy that helps protect your future. At Trajan Wealth, you can capture market gains, protect your account from losses, and guarantee income for life. Right now, you could receive a bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. You heard me right. An upfront bonus of up to 30% or annual growth of up to 10%, all guaranteed to boost your lifetime income in retirement. Don't leave your future to chance. Plan with confidence. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company, DBA, in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. Well, we have completely eliminated the dealer fee. This will automatically save you up to $1,500. So do yourself a favor. Ask the dealer, what is your dealer fee? You have a choice, because at Stingray on I-4 in Plant City, there is no dealer fee. So when we say relax and enjoy the difference, that difference can save you a lot. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code WALK5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WALK5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code WALK5 to get up to a $5 bonus on your first tank.
Neutral is sending you to see Cage the Elephant open for Oasis in LA. Scan the QR code at Bourbon on Main, Skinny's, and the Crab Shack. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Neutral, keep it tasty.
When it really matters, choose Farrah and Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Climate Design Home Services. They really know their stuff. Climate Design has installed Trane heating and cooling systems for over 50 years. So put their experience to work for you. Visit climatedesign.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Showers and storms around for a time this afternoon. They'll be ending overnight tonight. Warm and steamy, lows near 80, then variably cloudy skies coming up on Thursday, highs in the low 90s, and a scattering of tropical showers and storms during the day. Heat stays with us through the weekend.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. We got a little bit left before Drew Garabo Live hits the airwaves. you ever hear anything from this dude? Marcus King? He's really, I'm becoming a fan. I don't know who to compare him to, but is a masterful guitar player and, again, kind of captures that southern sound without being a guy that you hear on country radio.
Marcus King.
Yeah. So, like I said, I heard you and Mo talking about the Epstein list. And
what list?
It's, dude, I don't even know what to think anymore because what is coming out of Donald Trump's mouth. And you know what? He very well could be, and I'm not saying that he's not, doing things that are good, that are okay, that are affecting the stock markets and other areas of life in a good way. I will not be somebody who says everything this man ever does is bad. But right now, the words that are coming out of his mouth regarding Jeffrey Epstein, if you do not find them to be absolutely bizarre, read the room, like totally lacking the understanding of what people think, specifically the people who have supported him for the better part of a decade think about Epstein. Because now, to give you a little bit of a spoiler, and I'll play the audio, forever I would have said that if you told me who believes most in the Epstein list, who is the Epstein list being pushed by,
right,
I would say that it is, if we have to do it, it is by right-leaning voices. Sure. This has been a thing that I think toes the line around and through Pizzagate, which everybody believed was a right-wing conspiracy theory. When we talk about the Epstein list forever, and as people have, I think the one name that always comes up is Bill Clinton. As far as the relationship that they had, Epstein had that picture, the portrait of Bill Clinton in the blue dress in his home. Like, it was always kind of these left-leaning politicians, the Bill Clintons, the Obamas, the Bidens, all of these famous people were going to Epstein Island, and that was the talking point. Now, if we're going off of what we're supposed to believe from our president, this has been created, just like all the other hoaxes, by the media and Biden and Obama and everybody connected to it, which had never been said ever before by anybody. And here's some of his words yesterday, and then I'll follow up with the even more insane post that he put on social media.
Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big
fan. The question was directly about his supporters. Why do your supporters care so much?
Factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. And the credible information's been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things, the Steele dossier, which was all fake. All that information was fake. But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring.
To say that it's boring, to say something about, there is a woman who has been locked up for, a very long time. Jeffrey Epstein was to be locked up for a very long time. So that means there was a massive sex trafficking and sex operation happening. So just referencing that as boring in general, I think is an interesting choice of words.
And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think, really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say let them have it.
Huh?
This is, I don't know how you get to a place of understanding with all of this. Like, I just don't know if you're somebody who has thought this was a major thing that would ultimately pull the curtain back on a lot of heavy hitters in our society being bad people, to then be able to buy into, well, actually the people that we thought it was going to incriminate the most for the last however many years, they're actually the ones that created it. Like, that is such a leap to expect your followers to try and make. It's wild. Politicians lie every single day, and we kind of get used to it, and I don't think you're going to find a politician that doesn't lie. This convoluted, roundabout way of lying to people's faces is some of the most brazen I've ever seen in the political landscape.
John, do you remember the fervor with which Donald Trump tried to prove that Barack Obama was born in Africa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, you're trying to deny a man his citizenship with this fever pitch, yet a pedophile who helped global power elite probably rape kids. Nothing to see here.
And I just would, I mean, the easy path here would be whatever there is incriminates him. Like, that's the easiest path.
Sure.
And my only thing that I find interesting about this tactic is that when this all started and they were like, no list, no problem, no anything, I was imagining in my head there's some backdoor conversations or backdoor dealings where these high-ranking officials got together and go, we've got to admit, guys, that we're all going down.
Right.
Like, we're all going down. These politicians, the Bill Gates of the world, like, it could crash the banks. It could have a heavy effect on society if all of these people and what they did was really brought to light. So now I'm more confused because you would have thought they came to some agreement that we're all on the same team of pedophile here of some sort or wrongdoing. So let's make it all go away. So you almost wonder if that is the case. And now he's making the decision to blame it on his political opponents.
Right.
Does this whole thing have the capability to backfire on him? But ultimately, if they wanted to play that game, they would be incriminated as well. It's just nobody ever said during all of the times on the campaign trail when he said that he was going to release all of this information, nobody ever said that this was a hoax. He's now calling it the Epstein, the Jeffrey, their new scam, the Democrats. It will forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. In all caps, past supporters have bought into this BS, he spelled it out, hook, line, and sinker. They haven't learned their lesson, and they never will. Even after being conned by the lunatic left for 8 years, I have more success in 6 months than perhaps any president in our country's history, and all these people want to talk about with strong prodding by the fake news and the success-starved Dems is the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. Let these weaklings continue forward and do the Democrats' work. Don't even think about talking of our incredible and unprecedented success because I don't want their support anymore. Thank you for the attention to the matter. Make America great again.
He is losing supporters like crazy. People who stood with him through every controversy, and there have been a bunch of them. Isn't it odd that you and I always talk about how does America get back to that September 12th moment?
Yeah.
Who knew that the Jeffrey Epstein list might actually bring us closer together when we realize all of these scumbags are corrupt?
Yeah, because all of the talking points from my perspective or the arguments that people had just a couple weeks ago are all now gone. I mean, because a lot of people said, well, if Trump was in there, why wouldn't have Biden or whoever released it? Well, my initial reaction to that is because Biden's buddies.
Of course.
Biden and or his buddies are on the list. So I don't know, now him kind of blaming it on them, I think is an interesting tactic, but who knows? If it really is there and it is as bad as they say, you could probably just say it and it's not like they're going to do anything. They'll just accept it as, okay, yeah, it's our hoax. But
right.
As long as we can all can be protected, it's I don't know. I think you even go to like the QAnon movement and all of that. So much of that was going to be about bringing these sex traffickers and the people who were these elites that were with these women to justice. And, now some people believe that this is part of the plan of releasing it all, which there'll be a lot of people eating crow, and I'll be one of them, because to think that at this point to me is absolutely insane, because how do you get there from here? But just a bizarre turn in the Epstein saga, the Epstein hoax, as some like to call it.
I think he's really jeopardizing his chances of a third term as president.
I think he might be as well. This is really it. And
how do you get out of it? Like he doesn't really think people are going to forget about it. So then I don't know how he fights his way through this.
Well, and how do you not have a better read just on the messaging? You know what I mean? Like, let's say that this is the path you've got to take. From a dirty politician's perspective, I would think there'd be a million different paths other than, if you think this, you're not a supporter of mine, get the hell out of the way. This was created by the Democrats, because I don't think this is resonating even with the hardcore MAGA. I don't think that they're going, oh yeah, that's the thing. The Democrats, the Democrats that we thought were on the list, they're actually the ones that created the list. The list that doesn't exist. It's so convoluted that you can't even find a way to make sense of all of it. And I don't know how it ends, but Real quick, before I tell you the thing about the wildlife story, did you hear, because you were at Universal the day that I played it, and it's right up your alley, and it got a little more steam since I found it, but did you hear the news clip of the dude that saw the mountain lion in Rochester, New York?
Played it yesterday.
Oh, you did?
I love this guy.
I heard the roar. I felt that roar. I knew to keep it pushing. I knew that.
Curtis Jones says he was walking near Rauber Street late Wednesday when he saw people running from what appeared to be a large wild cat.
After I see the people run, I just see something big just walking, just right over here, right by the bush. It went right over there. I swear, I promise you, it went right over there.
A lot of people focusing on his roars, which are great, but he has a line here in a second that I think is really the line of the video.
It said roar, and I just kept walking. I seen me see it. So in my head, I'm like, I gotta go, man. I'm out.
Rochester police say officers became aware of a video on social.
I didn't hear an update on it. I mean, there were videos of the big cat, which I guess has happened. It comes down from the mountains into the neighborhoods of Rochester. But good stuff. And before we wrap up the joints today, they're calling it a fashion accessory that nobody seems to understand. Scientists are baffled, and it's taking place at the Chimp Wildlife Orphanage, where one group of captive chimps have taken to dangling grass out of their ears. And initially when they saw this, they thought that there was some sort of, display to show prominence or power or just a fashion accessory. But now, this is wild, they've upped the ante, and they're now taking these same blades of grass and clumps of grass and sticking them in their butt so that they're hanging out of their butt like some sort of fashionable house-made tail.
See a lot of that Caliente. A lot of girls who go for the little foxtail with the BP.
Yes, and that may be what it is. A new study that was published July 4th in the Journal of Behavior reveals the latest primate pastime involves wedging grass into their rectums and letting it hang as the world's worst tail. The first trendsetter, a female chimp named Julie, kicked off the grassy craze over a decade ago, and it was just within the last year when they started taking them out of the ears and into the butt.
Can't spell grass without ass, John.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the chimp community that is just, I feel like we don't pay enough attention to it. Like they're trying to tell us, like, we're humans, dude. Like, we're out here, we're creating medicine, we're fashion icons by putting grass in our butt, and we're just like, lock them up.
Coco, the gorilla who knew sign language. Oh man, that was one fast. That's what, as a kid, really stoked my love for the great apes and the primates of the world, because he could sign to his handler. He's like, I want a banana, Yeah,
it is insane that we just lock them up. I think the chimp crazy thing kind of shined a light on that, but the human element of them, and I know that there's some part of it that is conservation and keeping them alive and not wanting them to go extinct in certain areas. But still, when you look into those human eyes and the way they communicate, it's hard to see a scenario where it should be all right to keep them locked up in a cage. Like, some of these sanctuaries are big and spacious, but they're really us. They're just us a little bit.
Caesar must die. You ever watch those movies, The Planet of the Apes?
Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Have. I feel like I'd be sad.
They are very sad.
They're killing they're killing the apes in some of them, right?
They are, and then the apes are killing humans in some of them. And then what's a human and what's an ape?
Dude, preach, brother. Do not go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live is coming up next. Dude, I had to tap on the Mo boat excursion. He's jumped the boat, jumped the shark.
John, he is one of the most interesting individuals I've met in my entire time on this planet.
The only reason I'm mildly interested in the boat performance is because Everett's opening up for him. So that may be worth the price of admission for me, but that's about it. Do not go anywhere. Keep it locked to the bone, really for the rest of your life, but definitely for the next few hours. Before we pass the torch to DGL, we love telling you about Win Derby at Derby Lane, an institution in Pinellas County where people have been making memories for decades. It is really the purest form of playing table games. $5 minimums, cocktails while you're playing, appetizers coming around. And if you feel like you don't know how to play poker, there's a couple options for you. They got other games like Pai Gow, War, and also the giant mural that will explain to you everything you need to know about playing poker.
Making memories, making movies like The Infiltrator, but the making M that you need to know about is making that money. Get with a group of your friends. They're open 24 hours starting Thursday all the way through Sunday. Get a big old group. Maybe you want to do a fantasy football draft party. They'll host you. They are willing to work with your group at the legendary Win Derby at Derby Lane.
Keep that in mind. Any event you can conjure up in your sweet little brain, you can host at Win Derby. For information on tournaments and hosting events, check them out online at win-derby.com. That's win-derby.com.
Like before, I've never been sure.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. You can win a cabin on Calta Cruise 19. Visit Stingray Chevrolet and scan the QR code on the Calta Cruise display to enter. While you're there, find the vehicle that's right for you from their selection of new and used cars. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Bridges into Tampa running up to speed, except the Courtney Campbell Causeway, which is seeing increased congestion right around the Causeway Shelter, back about 5 to 10 minutes. Eastbound I-4 in Hillsborough at I-75, a wreck there just past 75, backing up traffic to when Hillsborough Avenue splits off on its own. Eastbound Adamo at 41, slow down there. Still north of a 15-minute delay, southbound 75. That earlier crash approaching Sims Road. Expect more stop-and-go traffic on 301 south as well. Road work will delay you 41, southbound in particular, headed toward Madison Avenue. This is Eric in the Farah Traffic Center.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with